Yeah.
My Twitch does better for live viewership than my YouTube, but my YouTube channel is statistically bigger, even though it doesn't make as much money and no one watches my VODs. And yet my Twitch VODs get like 600, 700 views. So I don't know how that works.
That's crazy.
I don't even know how the math works. Who looks at Twitch VODs?
I don't know.
I'm assuming people who follow a streamer but don't have or aren't able to catch the stream.
Speaking of following streamers, I have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate 1 month code, and I'm going to read it out loud, and whoever gets it first gets it. 2HMDQHF2T9RYQVCRRKHP P42FZ. Congratulations, winner who got this on stream, or someone on the VODs.
Congratulations,
whenever.
winner who is specifically on YouTube and not on Twitch because of the like rewind feature that allows you to actually check and write that down.
Whoever wins gets it. This is the free market of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate codes.
Ain't
and
nobody
you're the
on
winner.
Twitch getting that. No one was that fast.
There you go, everyone.
You'd be surprised, man.
I bought a new controller.
You bought?
I bought a new controller.
I can't believe he's admitting it live on stream. Ban all of his channels. Toaster bots.
What? New controller. Okay.
Wow.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, I forgot.
Oop. I'm not.
Oh, we just fought the really annoying boss.
Hi, Blue. Blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. Where are we?
Yes.
Hello, Ross.
In my current graphics
Hello,
settings, the water reflection is rendered in such a strange way because doing that like subsurface space reflection thingy.
Mm-hmm.
So like it looks like there's a vignette around the corners of my screen where it's darker and then it's brightest and the reflection's brightest in the middle of my screen. So it looks like I'm just looking towards a moon essentially at night. But as I turn the camera, it's always the same part of my screen that's bright or dark. So it's like, am I going to it? You're like, do I have cataracts? Am I okay?
Oh,
yes.
Marrow returned to their world. Apparently the cataracts were too strong.
It said that you disconnected us. Did anyone?
No, it was you. You were running in place for a while.
Yeah.
Good.
I forgot. We do need to go back to Raya Lucaria when we get a moment. I'm going to start recording.
It's a brave thing to do seconds after a technical difficulty. Someone's not
my
here.
stream deck isn't started. That's why.
I don't see Andrew. Oh, everyone has death counts over their heads now?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I set it as.
It would be cool
I'm
if the
loading in
stat
the
was kept, but it's
game.
at 0. So I mean, I guess it's a per session thing, but I wish it was per gameplay.
Is it
Well,
per
the weird
session or is
thing
it just how many stacked death effects you have right now?
No, it's just it's how
per
many
session.
times you die. Yeah, per session.
That's not
it's a setting
helpful
in
or
the-
useful.
It's fun. It's fun to see who died
Yeah,
the
it's
most.
fun.
The
It's fun
the
to see
thing
who
that's
sucks. It's me.
the confusing thing.
It'd be
is that
useful if it was
goes up.
reporting how many debuffs you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
but it's a death.
It could
it's
do.
a death
It could do
counter.
both.
You can set it to different things. It's like you can set it to deaths or
Yeah.
ping or kills. I think is one
Set
of
it to
them.
ping.
Level. But yeah, I just have it set as deaths because it's funny because it keeps glitching out and it'll say like Illusory Wall has died 163 times this session, and it's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Where is this coming from?
Weird.
All right, are we all here?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
Keith is standing
Yes.
still. Keith,
No,
are you actually
Keith
alive?
is good. Yeah, he's live and back.
Okay.
I'm
We need
trying
to.
to eat.
It's okay. We need to go back to a place. We need to go back to Raya Lucaria Grand Library.
Okay. Let's see.
That's the one with Renala in it.
It is the one with Renala in it.
Not the one with Brulana in it.
Not the one with Renala. Different
Wait,
character.
Ooh. Okay.
Renala was a boss from the DLC. It's Renala's sister.
Uh-huh.
That we're not.
I
going
really, I don't.
All
yeah,
right.
we are in Liurnia in the middle of the lake, looking
Yep.
for the Grand Library. Right.
Yeah, I know
Lucaria
where
Grand
she
Library.
is. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's just the.
pick up
Good
this
names.
key? Did everyone get this key?
I got
ring.
a ring.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
ring.
key.
It's a key.
Oh.
It is a key. So it says, ring depicting a leaden full moon, symbolic of a cold oath. The ring is supposed to be given by lunar princess Ranni to her consort. Ranni is an Empyrean, meaning her consort would be by rights earn the title of Lord. A warning is engraved within. Whoever thou mayest be, take not the ring from this place. The solitude beyond the night is better mine alone. It's not like I like you anyway. That's what Ranni is doing to us. And we're going to immediately warp back to Astal. Because it allows us to go through the fog gate that was right here. See? No more fog gate. I don't remember what build I was going to do. I decided I was going to change stuff up, but then I forgot.
Damn.
Oh no, did I not unlock that site of grace? Well, I
Oh
can't
no,
work.
you fool.
Oh no.
Cool, I'll beat you guys down there. Grand
You can
Cloister,
leave
let's
you can
fucking
leave
go.
the world and rejoin and you'll appear where I am.
Oh yeah, that's right, I'll do that.
I released the script of my Zone of the Enders video today for Patreon. Yeah, now it's saying that Andrew has died 136 times and Ka has died
Yeah.
186 times. Anyway,
Are we sure it's not just a death count for the entire save file then, but it just doesn't work the first time we meet or something?
I don't
Maybe
know
Weird.
because the numbers are super inconsistent. Like I've seen you at like
Yeah.
250 randomly and then it goes back down, so I have no idea.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I released my Zone of the Ender script today because I was beaten to the punch again. a YouTuber I like released a new video, and then at the end was like, my next video is going to be on Zone of the Enders. I was like, fuck! So I panic wrote like another, I don't know, 4,000 words, and I just put it out there. So go look at my Patreon and read that script and tell me if it's good. I'm talking to
Where
the
do we
audience right
teleport
now.
Because you're trying to produce the video before they do now.
Before they do, yeah. Astal, Natural Born of the Void. If you click the right stick, it's the furthest place down on the left side of the screen underground.
I just got dried fingers.
Yep,
Why?
that's the new seamless item that encourages more people to invade you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely. I was like, dried fingers, that's from Dark Souls, what the hell?
All right. I keep forgetting the buttons.
Okay.
I keep pushing in the left stick to run, which is not how it works in this game.
Is that how Wukong works?
Wukong, you hold the right bumper, left bumper to run. That's how it works in Visions of Mana, is you press in the left stick.
Oh.
Yeah,
A
and
good
Shin
game.
Megami Tensei. Yeah, well, a game that I enjoy a lot. I don't know if it's particularly
A passable
good, but
video game.
It's acceptable, which is enough for me right now.
It's
A
defining
finished
category.
video game.
It's defining qualities that it exists.
Yeah, its defining quality is that it exists and it's colorful and it's friendly, and I like all of those things. It's got a cohesive aesthetic, which I think is important, which I don't think Wukong has, so... Yay! We are now at the Moonlight Altar. This is an area that you can't really get to anywhere else, from anywhere else.
Spot on the map that confuses everyone for a long ass time.
Yeah, because you're like, how do I get up there? There's clearly a level up there. There's like roads and things. The fuck is
Yeah.
happening?
Let's just... I can't remember the controls of this game. Oh my
Oopsie.
god.
Yep, just step up off my mount for no reason.
Alrighty, and then we fly up here, and it's completely normal and mundane and simple.
and
I love
nothing
that.
goes
Average.
wrong.
That's good. I would
Until-
be scared if there's a fucking
Oh,
dragon.
No! Look at this big old dragon.
Oh,
Every time you see at some point, it's just every time you see a big open plain in this game,
you
it's
can
just
die in like 2 seconds. Is it?
you just play the game of like, is it dragon or deathbird?
I think it's about to die, Illusory, because we beat the shit out of it earlier.
Yeah, this is the one that ran away.
Yeah, this is
He's
the
also
little-
taking
Is this the
huge
one that
amounts of
ran away?
damage.
Actually, no, I don't think
It's
it is.
not. No.
No, I think
Oh,
he just.
well.
I think he's just not very strong. I think.
It might be Peth Thread Spears hitting 1,000,000 times per second.
I think
Well,
that
I
is
s-
what happened.
I saw his health bar drop to like really low.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
Yeah, I did too.
I had his health bar at full, and then I saw a bunch of
Maybe
damage
world
happen
boss-
to him.
Maybe the scaling's out of whack, or maybe world bosses are still like kind of bugged on health because they've. Last time we played, one of them just instantly dropped to being like 10% health too.
Yeah,
And it was-
last time I also pest thread speared.
Yeah, but like it used to be a visual bug, and now it's just happening for real.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't care. That counts as a
that's a
win.
hole.
That's a W. I'm taking it.
Maybe if these were all Arteria leaves.
What the hell's going on here?
I mean, they basically are.
This is the Moonlight altar. This is where all the Starlight and Moonlight collects.
They're still disappointing by the standards of purple items.
They're good.
What are they good for?
Refilling all of your mana.
Oh.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Well,
Say
good
it
for
again.
you then. Yeah. Jeez.
All right. Dried fingies. Let's go down the hole.
Everybody fall down the hole.
Ooh, it's dark. Can't see shit.
Oh, I need to grab that one.
Horse tunnel. It's one of the few horse tunnels in the game. Horse tunnel.
Oh, I'm dead.
So this is a weird spot in the video game.
Uh-huh.
And the reason for that is Ranni's 2 fingers are fucking huge. These things are gigantic, and there's like no reason.
And they look
why.
they look pretty murdered.
They are very murdered. She did kill them, which is very cool of her to do. But why are her fingers so big? These are the biggest fingers we've ever seen. These are bigger than Metter. I don't know
Why are your
why.
fingers big?
Why are fingers big? Ask the questions. We're gonna put a ring on that.
On the big fingers?
No, on Ranni.
Big
like
Fingers
ring.
big enough for the Elden Ring to go on.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Because the ring restricts blood flow, makes the fingers bigger.
Look at those fingers, Fing.
I thought that went somewhere else. Wait, she already has a ring finger, or she already has a ring on that finger.
Yeah, that's her
Mine's better.
engagement band, and then we're giving her the engagement ring.
Why did we buy? Wait, why does she have a band? What's the point of the band?
Andrew, do
Don't
you
you
not
put the-
know how marriage works?
I've been married for 8
Maybe-
years
I
and
get-
we didn't do rings.
That's
I was gonna
fine.
say, I don't know how
Okay.
marriage works.
No, so like, wow.
All
So
right.
most of the time, like when people, not most of the time, but it is common, especially in like the cultures that Elden Ring takes influence from, to give someone like an engagement ring and then accompany it with a band, or give someone an engagement band and then accompany it with the ring later as like a we are now truly married. The previous ring is just one piece of the whole, right?
So, like,
The whole thing.
The first half
I guess
of engagement, the
I guess
second
what's
half at marriage.
Yes.
I guess what we're thrown by is you said engagement both times.
Yeah.
Engagement band versus
So
engagement
I was like,
ring.
are we talking about getting a second engagement before you finally still get married with a marriage
Now
ring?
it's Facebook
Because a
official.
wedding ring is still another thing.
Yeah.
Is she talking for one of you?
No.
No.
Well,
She's just nodding disapprovingly.
yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
She's supposed
Every-
to have like dialogue and give us stuff.
Every
Like,
update
really important
every update
stuff.
breaks the
Yeah.
character the NPCs in a new interesting way.
Banishment.
Let's see if I get the weapon. She's not talking. Oh no.
I would just reload your game there
Yeah,
rather than having to
wow.
run back.
correct. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh no.
Did we cuck Toaster out of his wedding weapon?
Did we cuck Toaster out of the end of the quest that we spent the whole game doing? Fuck. I mean, there we go. I can talk to her now. All right, I'm going to talk to her. We should all talk to her in our own games. Let's wait until we're ready.
Oh, I'm not gonna be ready
I gotta
for a
go
while,
down
so
to
just
get
go
her.
ahead.
Yeah, just
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, don't die. Okay.
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night
I'm leaving.
sky.
My home planet needs me.
It is there I shall find mine order. I
There we
bid
go.
thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
All right. I'll wait around for you all to talk to her.
She's glitter.
She is. I
I would have to fight Astal.
I would. That would be crazy.
So does the dusting part happen after or pre-engagement?
Now that she has accepted you as your boyfriend and she's made her love confession to you,
Yeah.
she tells you to do your fucking job and then says my home planet needs me and she disappears.
Yeah, just like in all those
Wow.
cultures that Toaster talked about.
This is what
inspired by
You got the
Poochie from
engagement
The
band, and then you
Simpsons.
get the engagement ring, then you get the wedding ring, and then she turns into dust, and then you inhale her, and then you become an undead lord of the land.
I think we technically
standard stuff.
just married her. I think this is marriage. I think we're married now.
She's in my lungs. She's married. She's
I
married.
prefer dog marriage. We
She's
should have married Blaidd.
she's
Oh,
my
I
she's my
see.
internal breathing plaque. Like
Oh,
teeth
no.
plaque, not stone plaque.
I think
Also,
we're
I still have a whip made of teeth.
I think we're gonna stop the
teeth.
conversation. I think we're just gonna sit here quietly
Thank
for a
you.
little while.
I do not have to fight Astal, thankfully, but I'm just like running through the boss room to get to the elevator.
Did you not unlock any of
Remember
the?
that-
Did you not
this
unlock
is
any of
fucked.
the bonfires we got here?
Somehow,
A plane object throw redeemed with a 1% chance for a second plane. It's very funny.
Oh my god.
That's very funny. That's very funny. That's very, very deeply funny. There's like a lot of stuff here.
Can't believe I'm
that-
canceled now.
You're not canceled. It's okay to joke about
What?
9/11. It's been 20 years. We're past the moment. Let's see.
23 years.
We technically killed like quadruple the amount of people that happened on our own campaign.
Oh,
so
this is the the Revenant.
I imagine it's way
Who is
higher
that?
than that,
It's dead.
isn't it?
it's like, I think it's like
That was
4
like the
million or
first
something.
week.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
there weren't
yeah.
that many deaths in 9/11 compared to like the scales of wars.
Wasn't
So I
there?
think that-
Isn't there an?
This is a good
Isn't
topic.
there an area here?
there is supposed to be
cellar?
one. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
looks
there's a
suspicious
cellar
right
around
here. Yep, I'm
Hit
right.
the ground.
I literally just instantly saw a weird spot on the floor. I'm like, it's
Where
definitely
are you?
here.
Mushroom.
It's
I don't know where
me.
you are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Over here.
There's no way to
I'm
ping
there.
or say
I
which
see it.
arrow I am.
You
can't
say
believe they
I'm
still haven't
close to
fixed
the
map
E on the
markers.
map. Yeah, that's a shame. It's very depressing.
yeah,
Right, yeah, this mod just had
markers stopped
features
working.
during the first week we used it that went away and never came back.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird to think about. I wonder why. Did that entire system fundamentally change? I don't
It
understand.
didn't work.
Yeah, that was in the old version before he rewrote it from scratch for the DLC. And it just
so then
never
you have
worked in the
so it has-
rewrite.
so everything
Yeah,
has to
it's,
be
like,
re-implemented
fundamentally,
from
like-
scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something that like was breaking the game for some reason, like it couldn't come back or something.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the map. There's gonna be dragons down
I
here
was
and
looking at
crystallians,
you.
I think.
There will be
Yeah.
dragons.
Don't perceive me, please. Just don't.
We're all gonna perceive each other.
I'm gonna not.
Why do you have to phrase it like that? That makes it worse.
We're all gonna be in the same room in like 2 days.
It'll be weird.
Most
I don't
of
know
us
if we're all
have.
gonna fit
used
in
to-
one room. There's gonna be 13 of us.
There are
That's
larger
crazy.
rooms.
I am admittedly stressed about that.
There is
the
legitimately a lot of.
karaoke-
There's legitimately a lot of people.
The karaoke should be fine. Like getting a karaoke box that can fit 13 people is like totally
Yeah.
easy. It's like dinner that
Yeah.
is stressful.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to like
We're gonna be at 2 tables easy for
Yeah.
the
At least.
Korean barbecue.
yeah. Like
Oh,
like,
yeah.
stuff like dinner will definitely be splitting up into like 2 tables and stuff like that at least.
Yeah.
'cause
We could
13
just
is like an
yell.
insane party size.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
I am very excited to go to Korean barbecue
We
with
can just
everyone, but-
occasionally have like
Yes, I haven't
a
had-
different
I
meals
haven't
at the
had that
same
in
time
years,
or something.
So I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be good. It's
Listen,
my favorite restaurant
it's
in the
fine.
area.
All 13 of us will be in Andrew's backyard, and I'll call that a room.
Yeah.
That's good. Hanging out in Andrew's backyard
That's
is
a-
great.
My husband got jealous when I told him we were getting Korean barbecue, so he made Pajion.
That's fun.
Damn.
He is a fiend for the Korean seafood pancake.
Did he get the
I
job?
can't.
They keep him around saying, we're going to interview one more guy. So,
He got the job. They're just
Yeah.
testing their candidates.
I can't remember having ever had Korean barbecue.
It's
What?
meat you
Like
put on a
ever?
grill.
Yeah,
I just don't
yeah, it's
remember.
just
Yeah.
grilled beets.
Do you know how to
Very
cook food?
Incredibly tasty.
I'm
Do
weird
you
'cause,
know
like,
how
my
to
fav-
cook food?
No, seriously. Do you know how to cook food? It's important because there are people
Yeah.
who don't know how to cook food. Like you
I'm
know,
pretty
you
sure, yeah,
understand. Like
yeah.
you understand the concept of like contaminating foods together. Like you don't want to put your pork on top of your beef and things like that. Like,
Yeah. The
like
only...
sorry, I'm normally a jokester, but it is very
Yeah.
serious that you know how to cook food when you go to Korean barbecue. Like,
I mean, no. Then I've never like had to deal with multiple meats.
Okay.
It's
in
not
one
Someone else at the
sitting.
table can be the grill master.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
don't-
it's not
Yeah,
that
I don't know
that's
the
fine.
rules there.
it's just understanding.
I have
like,
never
different types of meat
personally
and
run a
cook times.
cookout.
My only
Okay.
bad experience
That's-
with Korean
that's
barbecue
fine.
is the lady assumed we had no idea what we were doing and like sat at our table and babied us the whole time.
That's very cringe.
That's nice.
It was awful.
I think the closest thing
nice.
I've had is I've been to hot pots.
It's similar to hot
those-
pot,
but-
but
Similar,
without
yeah.
the
I've never been
pot.
told rules for those either. It's just you keep putting stuff in.
Yeah, hot pot
It's-
is you just let the food
yeah.
cook long enough because you're just boiling it, so it will kill everything in it. It basically pasteurized. Soup is basically pasteurized.
At home, I don't like large pieces of meat because I'm specifically paranoid that I'll like just fail to cook it correctly. So I usually want to like
Well,
just
They
have,
usually
have
have
it.
very thin cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are very thin cuts. So you're in
It's like
luck.
a-
You can
so-
burn your food really quickly.
Just whenever I just like the tripe part of Yakuza. No, it's just like I always want to like treat my meat like the chicken and chicken fried rice, basically. Like I just want it to be like if it's small, if I cut it up, then it'll be safe. It'll cook. It'll
Okay.
be fine.
Real quick, we have to find invisible turtles. And
looking
Fuck.
for 'em.
Oh
Only
God! It's
Yeah,
the
only-
island. It's the island-wide turtle challenge. I hate this
Yeah.
part.
this one's awful, and they only spawn one at a time, and this
I see one.
particular one is very glitchy, so
He's on the wall.
kill
looking at-
it.
He's on the
And now it's
wall?
probably worse in this mode.
Mother.
I don't know. We'll have to
Can I
see.
hit him with...
Hey, chat. Between you and me, let's
Blackfire?
just pretend that I'm trying really hard, but I'm actually just
Wow.
I'm actually just eating this mac and cheese
my Blackfire
because
is
I still
not
haven't
quite far enough.
gotten to
I
finish
know
my
where
eating.
one of them is, but
I
I
s-
don't.
I have a bow.
I see one
I
on
have
the
s-
cliff
yeah,
over here by
I-
Ka. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, kill that
ranged.
one. Kill it. Do it now.
Can I hit it with Spira?
Do it
Just there you go. You got it.
Oh yeah.
Why'd you kill a turtle? They were nice.
No, not that one.
Yeah, I actually forget because the only other one I remember is one that's on a spirit spring. I
Yeah,
think.
one of them is on a spirit spring in the middle
So
of the
I don't
sky.
remember- I don't remember where the other one is.
I have no idea where the other one is. And I feel like
boy.
in my single player playthrough when I did first person here, I also was stuck here for like 40 minutes trying to figure out where the fuck to go.
Oops. Missed that turn.
I have a feeling the spirit spring one's got to be the third one. So
I
Oh,
think
the
it might
turtle-
actually be the second.
Where's the?
really, okay, that
Yeah.
would be preferable. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't really matter, but
Let's see. Oh, the
Yeah.
messages are gone, right? Because we're in this mode.
because we're in this mode.
That's how I solved it. Was the messages were giving me hints.
There's Crystallians here, and if we go further up this way, I think there's a Dargan.
All the community messages would
Right.
help hint at what direction to go in and like
Mad-
and what's going
Mad
on.
Dog. He's not happy. Oh no hate.
Roscoe says the last time had Korean barbecue was at LVFC. I mistook raw beef for kimchi and put raw beef in my mouth. That sounds that sounds terrible, but don't stress about it because raw beef actually like isn't that likely to hurt you.
Correct.
Compared to
Yes.
pork and chicken.
Yes.
Pork
there we
and
go.
chicken will kill you. Yeah.
I
boy.
killed the thingy.
That's why beef
The
tartare
turtle?
is a thing and chicken tartare is not a thing.
Yeah.
So we're having stress for dinner.
Yeah.
My
No,
favorite
it's
part of
fine.
Korean barbecue is the banchan, the tiny
the
little side
banchan is
dishes
great.
they bring out.
Yeah.
Ow.
This place is great that
I'm
we're going
being
to.
crystal
I'm not
to
going to
death.
say
Oh,
the
God.
name of it. I'm not going to say the name of it on stream because I don't want weirdos to show up. Oh,
Don't want to give them
boss
business.
enemy. Ah! I'm killing you. I'm killing you.
Are
I'm
we
gonna kill
famous
this
enough
boss.
to be stalked yet?
Please no. I don't want people to hang out with me. Hanging out with my friends is too much already.
This video won't come out until like a month or two after this happens anyway.
Well,
On your channel.
So it's just
Yeah,
down
on
to
your
the
channel.
20 weirdos that are watching this and the 10 weirdos watching Toaster's VOD.
wow.
It is true. There are about 10 of them. Actually, I don't know about that. I feel like my Elden Ring VODs actually get a weird amount of traction.
Are you calling more of them weirdos?
Yes.
There's always an instant comment from like 1 or 2 people on there.
Yes, there is. I really like that. That gives me serotonin. I rely on it to get through my day.
So I'm gonna have an opportunity to poison my friends.
Please don't.
You think that works on me?
You think you can defeat me?
Andrew has been microdosing on food poisoning to build up an immunity.
Yeah, and
Poison? Where do you think poison came from?
Andrew, the poison type.
Blue in my chat asks if I think that my chat is weirdos, and my response to that is, you're all freaks.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely
Damn.
freaks.
Freaks affectionate.
Yeah. You have infinite clones of the same Let's Player to watch, and you watch the one that specifically has a cartoon raccoon in the corner.
Yeah, super weird, TBH. I don't know where the last turtle is, so this is going to be another 40 minutes of us wandering around.
I feel like
aimlessly.
it's all the way
I
at the
wanna
bottom
double check.
right corner of the map. I think it was like
I've
all the way
been
over
milked.
there.
Let's follow. Okay.
Did you add a milk toaster emote?
I did add a milk
and
toaster.
What?
form did the
Huh?
milking
Wait.
take?
No, hold on.
It's milk.
Where are you milking the toaster?
On my stream.
I have one.
No.
I have a strong
Toaster's been
guess,
milked.
but terms of service.
That was
What-
a fun one.
It's a fun one.
What is the
It's fun.
diameter of the pump?
It's a very light stream of milk. Ah, I walked into a dragon. Ah, I walked into 3 dragons.
You don't need to be modest, toaster.
About
About your milk stream. That's
my
all
milk stream.
dragons.
The problem here is that I don't have gravity
Oop.
set up, so that's a problem. I say gravity, I mean
for the
rock
milk?
sling.
Oh.
No,
No.
I thought you
No,
had,
the milk
Elden.
does have gravity.
I thought you had anti-gravity milk.
Wow,
it just kind of
that's
starts-
fancy.
We have floating around the room. In
Yeah, it's
bubbles.
just floating around as blobs, and it's just slowly you can't play
do
the
you-
game anymore because you're just covered in milk. You can't see past this shitty THX visualization that's filling your room.
Sounds like an astronaut's nightmare.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
found him. There
literally
you are, you
yes the
stupid
exact
little
problem
idiot.
you'd be
Come
worried
here.
You
about.
got it.
I'm gonna break your fucking turtly neck. Yeah.
Break your turtly neck. Was I right about being in the bottom right corner?
Yeah.
My brain
Question,
is
did
so
one-
good.
Did
I
one
love
of you
it.
place a marker in the bottom right corner?
Yeah.
Wait, the thing
oh,
we were
did it
just talking
place?
about, is it working now? Is it?
I
do
don't
we
know,
have markers
maybe.
back?
if we have
You see
markers
markers?
back, that would be based and poggers.
Someone put a marker somewhere who isn't
So
me.
now do we have to find the?
okay.
We have to find like the woods one.
Yes,
we got
markers
all
are
3 of
working
them.
again. Markers are
Awesome.
back. Holy shit.
That's
Let's
fucking
Oh,
awesome.
nice. Whoa, let's go.
Look how proudly
All
wrong
right.
we all were.
Yeah.
I'm very glad.
Well,
I'm
we
glad
were
to
I
be
didn't
wrong.
say anything, so
previously.
got him.
We were retroactively correct, which is important.
Yeah.
We remembered when it was there
Historically
before.
accurate.
Most of you people
Historically
just got it
accurate.
today.
Oh, it's open. Wait, is it open already?
Yeah, the seal's open, but let's fuck up these dragons.
Oh, did you already get the woods one?
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah.
This is,
Uh,
it's the second one.
Toaster, I need you to shrug your shoulders real hard.
no.
You got milk stuck there.
I can't really lift my shoulders right now. I'll fix that later.
What a fucking statement.
Little remnants, little milk remnants.
You've
I
got
can't get the
milk
seal
on
on the
you.
rise message to go away, so I can't fight.
Press Y or A. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I have to.
Don't press YA. It spawns a vampire.
Oh no.
No. I've never actually seen any of the Twilight movies, interacted with any of that media in any capacity, but my brother had done the same, but just like more recently was like talking to some friends about it, being like, wait a second, if you've
Whoop,
never
that's
seen
a
it
cliff.
before, like, try giving it a watch, and he said it was actually very entertaining and very funny. Just like how like it's a very enjoyable like bad movie experience.
Yeah, no, it the first Twilight movie makes the choice of setting a vampire baseball game to Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
Yeah, okay, I need to watch this sometime then. That sounds like
We should have a group viewing of the Twilight Saga.
I will put that on my movie list.
Oh my, we can watch it with the furries.
Yeah.
Just everyone watch
Hell
the
yeah.
Twilight Saga in a series.
Everyone's like, oh, when's the werewolf showing up?
To the
At
point,
least
it's
the first
to the
one.
point where I watched the new season of Black Mirror, which has a werewolf episode, and it features the song Supermassive Black Hole. So in my video essay, I make the joking claim that it's foreshadowing for the werewolf. Because it's the song from Twilight. Get it? Dragon, I can't fight you down there.
I'm glad it went down there.
I think it was going after me because I fell off.
That's very funny.
It's just
I'm gonna throw.
It's just in an unplayable space now.
I don't think I can hit it.
I think you can
I
get
do
down
have a
there.
milk emote. That is correct.
Well, you know what? I can
No,
ragdoll
not
you to get
salt
rid of the
and
milk.
milk.
Oh no!
Oh, it's this guy. Hey, what are you doing over here?
The milk fell. One of the milks fell. Okay, they're gone.
What does one of the milks fell mean?
One of the little milk particles fell.
Why is the milk's gone? This fight is stupid, but it is letting me finish my meal. I'll just keep going. I was recording Zelda right up until the moment it was time to start, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't have food.
I wasn't recording Zelda, in case anyone.
Oh, yo!
Cool.
I was considering playing a Zelda game for my channel,
Which one?
the good one.
Okay.
Zelda 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Illusory.
Are you gonna play the first Zelda game?
Hot, controversial take. That's the good Zelda. Oh shit.
No, don't die of death.
I have like a weird idea for a series that I want to do on my channel, which is stupid. But I want to do. I don't know why. Sorry, I can't speak right now because I'm trying to fucking play Elden Ring, and it's so hard for me to remember how to fucking play this game after playing so much Wukong. My brain is broken, and I'm having
Check out
trouble
my
pressing
new
buttons.
series, The Contrarian. I played the worst game of every franchise and defend it.
That's
Here's a
an
video-
idea.
It's
a
actually
video-
kind of not a bad idea.
Here's a
as
video
long as
about
it's-
how good Devil May Cry 2 is.
I would puke and kill
Here's a video
myself.
about how good Simon's Quest is. Yeah, you like this idea until it's had words in it.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
And then
I
you're
can
like,
do
oh
that.
god, oh fuck.
I could easily do that.
And it-
The scary thing is that I've played Simon's Quest on my channel.
Yeah.
Like I did that.
What?
Not
There
that
was supposed to be
crazy. It's
three
a
dragons,
game that
did we
people
kill
can
them?
play. They can just play it.
I think we got all three, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why Street Fighter 1 is secretly genius.
It's not. I was gonna
Is
say
Leisure
something.
Suit Larry a masterpiece?
Leisure Suit
Which
Larry's
one?
okay. That one's that's very well received video games. Legendary even.
I think those are
Legendary.
probably just more like the aged poorly category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the bomb!
I'm sure,
Ah,
I'm sure that joke probably exists in those games.
probably.
That Leisure
Probably.
Suit Larry is well received.
Yeah.
I believe that is
correct.
I believe that is the one joke, which to be fair is my only joke. So like I get it.
What's that one TV show?
But Leisure
game?
Suit Larry is too weird coded to be fun, to be like charming.
TV show game? Smash TV?
The
Quantum
no,
Break?
it's like the man show
The man
game
show
or something
game?
like
The man the show
that
the
game
game.
Is, that game is banned and you can't stream it or upload it on YouTube
Oh.
because one of the Girls Gone Wild actresses in it was a literal child
No,
who was
Yeah,
lying
yeah,
about
that's
her
not
age.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's
very-
definitely a top contender then, because that sounds like something you
Jesus.
would never say is a good game.
Yeah. And I will continue
aw-
not saying it's a good game.
How the hell did? How
I
did
used-
that even? That's crazy.
Well, that's the
How that
problem.
just passed.
I mean, there are a million stories including about war, about people just lying about their age and no one checking over and over again.
The girl from that 70s show.
Yeah.
Well,
yep.
okay, I think there's a big
Mila
difference
Kunis lied
between,
about her
like-
age to get on the
Yep.
70s show. People that lie
And
about
then
their
they're like,
age
"You
to
know what?
join
Jackie
various
would do that."
bands. We'll just ignore this massive legal problem.
We need to go into the
yeah,
rise. We need to go on the rise. We
lot of
forgot to do
strange
that.
The
details.
rise.
I used to watch The
That-
Man
the
Show
Turtles
because I
almost.
just used to just uncritically watch Comedy Central all day.
The Man Show was very formative for me because they had a special segment on there where they brought on a guy who got breast implants as a prank, just a prank, and decided to keep them. This was
As
very
a prank,
formative for
right?
me.
He kept him as a prank, right?
Yeah.
And that's why
I just-
No Way Home exists.
And I remember when
There's a
bad
direct,
television.
there's a direct domino series from going from that reaches No Way Home and starts at Adam Carolla.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
very
God,
weird.
No.
I remember when bad television aired, like shows like that just aired on every single channel late at night. Like it was just like,
Yeah.
what is this show's home network? Why is it on Cartoon
Yeah, there
Net-
was
like,
a lot of
not
shows that you
Cartoon
just didn't
Network,
understand what they were even from.
Yeah.
Like,
Comedy
I don't think
Central did
I don't think
that,
I really
Spike
understood.
did that,
Yeah, like I don't think I really
like-
even understood that Scrubs wasn't a Comedy Central show
Yeah.
because I
'Cause they
watched
would play,
hundreds of
1 hour
hours of it on
syndication.
Comedy Central between Van Wilder reruns.
Oh my god.
Always
They
Van
really liked
Wilder. They loved Van Wilder and Office
It must
Space.
have been cheap to
They,
license.
they aired Van Wilder so fucking much that I think it made Ryan Reynolds a star forcefully.
So they had a thing where they would license movies for 24-hour blocks. So if they played
Yep.
it 23 hours later, they could air it twice and pay for it once.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
That's the most penny pinching shit I've ever heard.
I mean,
I'm
they
gonna
could-
watch
why you
the
would
same
see
movie
it.
twice.
I mean, they could have
Like-
aired it more. It would just be annoying.
Yeah.
But that's what the. That's probably why
Yeah,
there's
but-
that's probably why there's a Christmas Story 24-hour marathon every year.
Yes.
I'm just.
They just air
it
the
just
one
cracks me
movie
up
all
to think
day
about.
because they want
I'm
it's
just thinking
there to
about
be
the
it's there to
one
be your
old guy.
Christmas Story like Yule log basically. It's just a movie running in the background all day while you're dealing with family, so you have something to stare at instead of each other.
Yo.
There was something.
Which is wild. You
How did
didn't
we
buy
get
the
to this
DVD.
topic? Oh, I remember how we got to this
Are
topic.
you asking
I
why
was-
did the station not buy the DVD?
No. The people watching it at home.
Well, no, it's not. You don't act. No one seeks out Christmas
No
Story.
one-
It's no one
no one
cares about that
wants to
movie.
pay for
It's
it.
just that it's on TV on
Oh.
Christmas all day, so it's a thing you can put on in the background while you suffer through family all day.
I'll go on record and say A Christmas Story is a pretty okay movie, actually.
It's fine.
Yeah, we owned it on
it's just
DVD
no
and
one-
put it on
no
TV
one
all
cares.
day. Like what?
No one cares
Oh,
about this
okay.
movie.
No one cares about beloved classic A Christmas Story.
I'm just saying that it's not. It would not be sought out on that scale. It's just that it happens to be on, and so it's a thing you can just kind of like put on. Actually, didn't Christmas Story
guess.
start out? Didn't Christmas Story actually retroactively become a hit because of TV in the first place?
Yes.
Sort of.
It's like the
Yeah.
origins of it. Like it flopped originally.
As a theater
manufactured
movie, it sounds
classic.
awful.
Just like
I
Van
don't
Wilder.
Rise, right?
No, but that's true for like all older.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say all, but like basically most older movies. Just because
Well-
you couldn't see, you if you didn't see the movie in theater, then you had
Yeah.
to wait a long time for
Well,
it to be on
people
TV. or
people
eventually
don't
VHS.
realize that like television reruns of films and home video like weren't a thing until like the late 80s. Like you could rent movies and stuff, but like that culture didn't really exist in the same way that we think of it as until like 85, 86, 87. And like that is what really propelled film from being like a very special thing you did in passing to like a global thing that you cared about. And some people owned, film copies before that. There were older VHSs and stuff and beta tapes and crap like that. But like home video was like a huge luxury, and television syndication was like very rare for films.
Without the
for a
ability to
very long
interact
time.
with film regularly and directly, like as a thing you could own, it was almost like a theme park attraction.
Yes.
Oh, we
yeah.
could go see that movie that's in, and then it's gone, and it's like doesn't exist anymore, like
Yeah.
theater.
Oh, there's a rise. There's a bonfire at the rise. I got so lost I couldn't find it. Also, we need to do the jail up here for reasons. After we're done with it. Okay, teleported to the rise. Gonna grab some stuff. Chalona's rise. The lighting in this area is just going straight up wacky right now. Oh yeah, the reason why we got on the topic of this stupid topic is I mentioned that I had a series I wanted to make on my playthrough on my channel. And I was thinking about playing.
Oh.
Oops, sorry, I didn't know anyone was coming up behind me. I was thinking about playing Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in Japanese on my channel as like a let's learn Japanese with Toaster fun thing. Just because,
that's cute.
Yeah, just because like I could play that game and just read it and describe it, and it would be easy and simple and fun. But I don't know. I haven't decided. It's a lot of reading to do out loud.
Yeah.
But I got all of the recompiled ports running, and I have the 3DS versions and stuff, so I could easily do it on the channel. It could be fun. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
The Dark Moon.
Jump, jump, jump. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm fine.
We'll send it back down.
Everything's fine. I was sitting there wondering for a while, like, why are we fighting crystals? I'm just hanging out, chatting with my friends, but this doesn't seem like a goal.
The conversation about the man show really just fried our brains for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Psychic damage.
There's Jimmy Kimmel, Adam Carolla, and some old man that would drink 2 entire beers without having to swallow.
Oh, Ziggy Zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
Oh, you're right. That was a whole thing. Yep. Right.
It's okay to let things
stay in the past.
In the past, yeah. Like it's okay. You don't need to talk about this anymore.
Ziggy, oi. Jesus
being a
Christ.
surprise man show fan is like not the review I was expecting.
Yeah, it's not like a good thing to be in the modern day. I don't think.
Remembering the man show is impressive, just because like I feel like I've seen 100 hours of it, and I can't think of anything that ever happened in it besides the guy that drinks the beer. Like,
and girls jumping on trampolines.
It was Tosh. It was like the Tosh.0 of its day. I mean, it's definitely.
I remember much more Tosh.0.
That's more recent.
Like how he excitedly spoils movies for 20 minutes.
I think.
I also liked Daniel Tosh before he had a show, so it was like, oh, he's got a show now.
Yeah, because they had his stand-up specials on Comedy Central too.
I liked his weird little bit where he would just keep adding to a joke until everyone stopped laughing.
Yeah.
And he would just do that periodically.
I think that is a common thought. I mean, people literally did just like put Comedy Central and like shit like that on in the background for hours at a time.
Literally my background in that my TV was directly behind me while I was playing WoW all day in my room.
It's just same. Also
just
very
listening to Comedy Central all day.
This is before YouTube. YouTube replaced that.
I'm just like holding a bit of a grudge right now. Secretly, because Keith is like, I watch Comedy Central all day. The man show, I remember that. But then when I mentioned Mythbusters once, Keith was like, I don't like their methodology. The show didn't seem very good to me.
Well, like, they weren't on Comedy Central.
What the fuck? Yeah. What is your childhood? Who are you, you strange alien?
What is it? I don't. What's the point?
The point is, you put up with way worse, and then just don't have a frame of reference.
Because I wasn't consciously choosing stuff. I just had my TV on. It was kind of running.
Come to the Ringleader place.
I would have watched Star Trek if I could find it.
It was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
No,
sometimes.
No, they did not license that.
No, most of the Star Trek.
Too expensive.
Most of Star Trek was on Spike, I think.
Sci-Fi was so cheap that they made a movie as a reward to a guy who wants to be a superhero, and then included him in it for 1 minute.
No, I remember I was consistently disappointed by the Sci-Fi Channel, despite liking sci-fi. But no, I listened to, I would listen to garbage all day on Comedy Central. So many Dane Cook and Jeff Dunham specials.
And then occasionally you get something good like a Mitch Hedberg or a Dimitri Martin.
Yes, I loved Mitch Hedberg, and I think my favorite specials at that age were Lewis Black, because he was just an angry man.
Yeah.
And that spoke to me as a 14-year-old. It was the only thing that I could bond with my parents over, because they didn't understand anything I cared about or liked, but we liked comedy specials. But I would it gets worse. Like we had the DVD of the redneck comedy roundup of like Jeff Foxworthy and
Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yeah. Was it Jeff Foxworthy,
Ron White,
Blair the Cable Guy,
Larry
Ron White,
the Cable Guy,
Ron White's
Bill
the guy.
Engvall.
Yeah, Ron White's the actually funny one in that group.
Yes.
But I think we talked about this at LVFC or BLFC last year. Like Ron White's actually a comedian, and everyone else is trash in that group.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually here, but actually every single season of Star Trek up until it was like canceled or whatever aired on Sci-Fi Channel from 1996 to 1999.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay. That was way before I had it.
I did not
So,
have a
like,
TV in my room when I was
Yeah.
6.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You guys weren't on the internet when you were 6? That's fucked up. That's weird.
No.
Oh my god!
But you are
You're killing him.
Another hair turned gray.
you are closer to when I was actually watching Star Trek though, because I used to get kidnapped by my parents to go sit in their shitty upholstery shop all day in the back room where the TV that just had bunny ears, so all we could pick up was like KQCA 58, which at like 5 o'clock would play Simpsons and then Star Trek Next Generation. So I watched Star Trek Next Generation. Star Trek Next Generation every afternoon for like 4 years.
Where is everyone?
This is earlier on though.
Here.
We're all here.
Can you not
You're
see
all
us?
here.
You're all invisible, but it's
Yeah,
fine.
Oh.
you see my spell effects going off though.
Yes, I do.
No, I watched a ton of
Enter the
TNG back then.
What the fuck?
You just exploded, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said everyone needs to be at the Ever Jail, and then
I think you need to banish us.
okay, well,
Banish and
Is it broken?
rejoin.
Wait,
Yeah,
where
I
are
think
we?
we need to
Top left
rejoin.
corner.
I had really weird TV watching habits because my parents don't watch TV very much and really don't care about it. So we only had basic cable, right? So like my dad would watch like news on PBS. So I had Fox. So I wasn't like totally sheltered. I grew up watching Simpsons and stuff like that. But like Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, like I only ever saw that stuff at friends' houses. But
illusory is sandals in real life.
at one point, eventually at one point when I was in high school, though, there was like a really cheap digital cable package that like was like, you know, a bunch of like higher number channels for like really cheap. So my parents were like, okay, well we can get that. So like I skipped all the normal channels. Like I didn't have MTV, but I had MTV2. So like I had a weird, so I would just like go home and watch like a lot of music videos, and like that was like my TV like watching experience in the like early 2000s.
Yeah.
I didn't have high speed internet until like close to graduating high school. I think.
I just
as well.
reopened my world.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna go do it ourselves. Let's see.
No, I mean we're gonna need to do this
let's
one. I mean this one's gonna be hard, I think, but it'll be fun. Actually, maybe it won't be hard. I don't know. This one I have lore to talk about though, and it's fun.
Yeah, I just didn't watch. I didn't watch MythBusters. I avoided all reality TV / unscripted type, like, you know, like that whole vibe of TV. I just watched comedy specials and fiction.
It's crazy to me that you guys didn't watch MythBusters in school.
No, we never watched any
That's
MythBusters.
just
Well,
Simpson is making me feel old. I'm
we're
like,
also
what?
we're all older than you. I don't
You
think
guys are
MythBusters.
3 years older than me. MythBusters has been around since like the early 2000s.
That's a different era. I've never heard anyone ever talk about MythBusters being on in school.
Yeah, we had
Toaster,
we had
did
Bill
you
Nye,
have
and that
school
was it.
assigned iPods?
No, I
iPads?
didn't. But we did have science classes where sometimes we would watch an episode of Bill Nye or MythBusters, and we would do an
Bill
experiment.
Nye. Yeah.
I
did
would see
see
Bill Nye.
I did see a couple episodes of
definitely
Bill
see-
Nye.
Yeah,
Or
I
Mr.
definitely-
Bill
Wizard.
Nye, yes.
But
I saw a bunch of
even
Bill
when we
Nye.
saw Bill Nye, it was like, we're in high school. It feels like we're too old to be watching Bill Nye. This is for 4-year-olds. I'm gonna spend 20 minutes explaining what a chromosome is in extremely simple terms. Like
Most people in my life who are 30 years old need to be told what a chromosome is.
Yeah, but that's because we don't. That's the premise
they
of
don't have any.
Jeff Foxworthy's famous show. Are you smarter than a 4th grader? Which is that like we don't know shit as adults anyway.
It all comes back
I
to
need
Jack
to have
Foxworthy.
my own majors explained back to me because I don't remember taking them. This guy's fucked.
I get to switch in time.
Get fucked, Electo.
This is Electo. This is the leader of the Black Knight.
This is revenge for
Assassins.
Amicus.
Just jump off the ledge.
This is a big thing. This is a big cool thing that this game is doing. So we're up here on the Moonlight altar, which is a place that only we can only get to because Ranni sealed a thing and we got her ring and we are her lord. So this place has been cut off from the rest of the lands between for a really long time. Presumably since the Night of the Black Knives, when Ranni worked with the Black Knife Assassins in order to enact her plot. And so she, after the plot happened, she kidnapped Alecto and like set her in this Everjail, which is the reason why the Black Knife Assassins want to take out Ranni and why she's in hiding and why all of this is happening. Because basically she went, thank you for working with me, prison forever. And she betrayed them all. And so what we just did was we fought Alecto, the ringleader, and we got her daughter's spirit ashes. So Tish is Alecto's daughter.
Alecto's a very funny name to give to someone who orchestrates coups.
Mm-hmm.
That's my input.
Tish was one of the assassins who on the night of the plot imbued her black knife with the rune of death and slew Godwin the Golden. She was the daughter of the Black Knife ringleader, Alecto, and was killed protecting her mother during their flight from the royal capital. It's presumed that maybe this was all part of Ranni's plan.
That
Ranni's
item's a pretty
backstabber.
Tish reference.
All right, so we did it. We beat Alecto. I think we're done.
Everyone's done with me. Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Do you guys need to be banished or are you alive?
We're alive.
We're here.
Okay.
I live,
Andrew's
bitch.
moving, not moving, so I thought you guys were frozen.
But yeah, my only exposure to Mythbusters is it being on in the
What,
break
a man
room
can't
sometime.
stand?
It was
No.
on in the break room at Best Buy once.
I'm not actually judging about Mythbusters specifically. It's just like sometimes you talk about your pop culture awareness and it feels like
There's
I'm
weird
being
holes.
punked. It feels like I'm being punked. That's all.
No, it is funny to be like, oh yeah, I was like, you know, laughing at the man show. Ah, fuck Mythbusters though. They're like,
That's not-
beloved
I didn't-
education material.
I
I didn't even say it like that.
I didn't defend the man
Keith
show.
is a
I know.
staunch lover of the man show.
No.
It's his
The
favorite.
thing is, these are the things we experience, not the things we think are good.
I did used to
Right,
watch.
yes.
I did used to listen to Adam Carolla's radio show. It was
Everyone
on-
did,
it was-
statistically
Yeah,
speaking.
it was on when I was on the way to college every day.
Okay, hold on real quick.
I was forced to listen to Glenn Beck.
Oh,
Oh no, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I had that kind of family.
I don't know if I was.
I-
I don't know if I was
never
just less
heard, like, a minute
aware,
of any
or
of
if Adam Carolla just used to sound less insane back then. But
Oh, he absolutely did. He has gone off the deeper
okay,
edge.
he just got weird. Got it.
Well,
I had a Zoom.
Yeah, weird.
What the hell are you guys
Weirder.
doing listening to the fucking radio? Jesus.
All right.
You had a Zune? That's your
Yeah, I had
that's
a
your
Zune.
flex. You had a Zune.
What are you gonna fucking fight about a Zune for? What's bad about the Zune?
You guys were all culturally behind. I had a Zune.
Yeah, a Zune was a good MP3 player because guess
People
what?
like the
It
Zune.
played
It
MP3s.
It has a really dedicated cult following to this day.
That's bizarre. Where are we going?
up to EG.
Yep.
Oh. Let's follow the River Nile to EG.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where
But yeah,
is it?
the one of the only episodes of the Mythbusters I saw, I was unimpressed by their methodology.
I only saw them
Damn.
on Netflix, and they refused to put like whole seasons up. They just had random episodes. It was very strange.
There's a reason
Licensing,
for
I
that.
guess.
Licensing weirdness.
Yeah.
Hi, EG.
I was never a big enough Mythbusters fan to care, but I remember like that there was like a whole like fan community project where they edited all of the like, you know, because it's edited for TV and commercial breaks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So if you're watching it on DVD or whatever, apparently the experience is like kind of miserable because there's like so much setup and like, you know, like re-explaining what they already did. So people have like re-edited the shows to cut out like 5 minutes from every episode to like
Yeah.
make them better or whatever. It's kind of funny.
All right. Hold on, let me talk to him.
That's another reason
Okay, yeah.
that reality
So
TV is
EG
miserable.
EG tells us here that Lady Ranni has departed on her journey, and he thanks us so much because her journey would not have been possible without us. Oh, how nice. Very sweet. If we rest here, though,
He blinked out of existence.
He's gone.
yeah,
You're right.
he
I
should
was trying to
show
get
up.
inside while he's gone.
Oh no, he's back. Interesting. Oh, maybe we have to go do something else first. Hold on.
Wait, someone rest at it again. I want to try something funny.
Okay,
Are you trying to go inside of him? Are you trying to
Yes.
become an EG suppository?
Yes.
I've rested.
Okay, you can unrest.
I'm unresting.
You can unrest.
Okay, it just
No.
pushed me out. Okay.
Thankfully,
No
Illusory's flared
EGBs.
at the base.
Let's go to the Royal Moon Gazing Grounds next because I think we can do our thing now.
Where is that?
The sad thing.
A little bit north. So it'd be in the north.
No, this is the bad part of the game.
No, this is the good part.
Wow.
Yeah.
The tragedy is the best part. It's my favorite part.
He should at least have a boss fight and like a cutscene.
Why is it not transitioning into the
no, I'm right.
state it needs to be in?
Blaidd deserves more.
Something's fucking up.
You're right.
I'm trying to figure out what the deal with the game is right now.
It's a lot of cuck chairs.
Not enough.
Andrew walks into
Not
the dining
enough.
room. There's one chair and 10 cuck chairs. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The world state has actively changed.
This was the lore.
So we come upon Ranni's rise once more, and we find Blaidd, but we also find a bunch of dead black knives because, as it turns out, breaking the seal allows them to find out where Ranni was hiding. And also, Blaidd is just crazy and blabbing. He's just talking, which is bad. In fact, it's very bad for us. It was like the one thing he wasn't supposed to do was talk about Ranni. So all the black knives came to assassinate her, and he killed them. But he's bad, and he's going crazy, and he's going to attack us because he's kind of mad that he got cucked.
You make it sound like a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Well.
God! He explodes. Blaidd, no.
Bye. Yay! We got his stuff. So, let's look at his armor. Well-born Black Greaves of the Man-Wolf Blaidd. Blaidd, who served as Ranni's shadow, was a loyal ally who would defy destiny itself if it would have him turn upon his lady. He did a really bad job of that, though, and then he died. Blaidd was the blade of Ranni, but the cold bothered him anyway.
Frozen
And then,
reference.
in defiance of the fate he was born to, Blaidd swore to serve no master but Ranni. As proof, the sword was imbued with a cold magic at the moment of the oath was sworn. Though I don't think it actually does ice damage. It's just his magic attack. Yeah, it does magic attack and physical instead of cold, which is interesting. No cold buildup, but yeah, we did the Blaidd stuff. Yay! Now I think if we go back to EG, he's dead. Who's fighting? Who are we fighting right now?
No one. That's weird. Yeah, we can't open the
standing
map.
around you.
Did we scare one of the rabbits?
One of
It's
the
possible
rabbits.
there's
is
a wolf
spooked.
around somewhere.
Oh wait, this guy's mad. This guy's angry.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Shoot him from point blank.
I am now the avenging Blaidd. I have a whip made out of teeth that I rip out of the heads of Tarnished to beat other Tarnished to death.
Okay, that's what it
Good.
was.
There we go. Where are we going?
Back to the roadside.
Back
manor.
to EG. See if the quest line is gonna
See if
move
he
on.
remembers to be dead.
Yeah.
He forgot.
What spoilers?
Thank
Never forget
Snape
to
kills
die.
Dumbledore.
Happened to me.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk to him about Blaidd's death. Let's get all queued up to do that. I've been put in my yellow hoodie. I'm in my yellow hoodie era. How many people? 5. I feel like a camp counselor. All right, let's listen to him talk about Blaidd's death.
Something else for you? Unthinkable. How could Blaidd? How did he break free from his cell? No. More importantly, Blaidd became a curse that plagued Lady Ranni. Yet even in madness, gave himself to her. I've made a grave misjudgment. And I thought myself a capable war counselor. I'll catch up with you soon enough, Blaidd. When I do, I only hope
All right.
you'll
now
accept
if we
my
rest-
apology.
He just kind of hangs out. So one of the weird things
Oh,
about this
no.
is there are black knives all around him. Obviously, the black knives are the ones that killed him. But he's burning with black flame, which is kind of interesting because the black knives don't actually use black flame. They use Destined Death, which is slightly different. But maybe they're just the same thing. Who can say? Who can say?
Oh.
They're not, but they're sort of the same. Anyway,
Coherent.
there we go. We finished Ranni's quest. It's done. We did the thing. We did the thing, which means
She
I
ate.
think. What? Oh, okay.
I have to prove I'm gay every now and then, and I don't know what the words mean.
Oh,
Is that what just happened?
Failing your gay test.
You were trying to say a sassy gay thing. It was such a miss that like I didn't even understand what you were saying.
Keith, I'm gonna need a sass check.
Yeah. Oh no.
100. Ooh.
Oh, bad. Let's go to the magma worm Makar thing.
It's so confusing that we're playing a game right now where high rolls are bad.
Yeah. Where is Magma Worm Makar?
North.
Above, yeah, north.
Should be right
There,
where the
I
map
see
cuts
it.
off, probably.
Yep. Because guess what time it is? It's time
Lava time.
It's Wormin
for
time.
Altus.
Ooh.
Altus sees nuts. Let's go.
Oh!
Roscoe says, "What did Keith say?" Keith just randomly interjected that
he said
ate,
she ate.
I'm not really sure.
It was the time. Like I feel like normally those words in that order I would know what you were going for, but it was just like tone and timing and everything that was just like huh? It was just confusing.
It's weird. It's weird that the Black Knife Assassins have Black Flame on
Oops, I've done-
E.g.
okay.
She ate. Okay.
No, but it wasn't that. It was more
That's
like just
not.
quietly,
You said
like,
you said we finished her quest.
and it was
Yes.
just
That's
very
what it was a
quietly, like
response to.
halfway
Oh.
underneath someone else's voice. She ate, like just kind of like.
Very confusing.
That's where,
Wig snatched.
Yeah, right? That's what comes up when you die now.
She's so real for that.
Elevator's coming back down, by the way, in case anyone's.
Why is it? It
Hold on.
sounds like an AI is responding to a TikTok video. Why are
At
you
this
doing
point,
that?
I'm not sure Keith isn't an AI. That's
How
just
do you
been,
do,
we've been
fellow
letting the
gays?
subroutine run. Wowzer. That traumatized me, I think.
Oh, wig.
What? You're doing a bit at this point, but it's genuinely startling.
Are you for Wig right now?
No.
Why?
That's genuinely what it feels like to play Overwatch with Halix and Jericho, where I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you saying?
I can't keep up with the youth.
They
and by that, I
literally
mean
just
the
say,
gays.
they'll be like, oh, wig? I'm like,
All right, don't sit at this
like as a
bonfire
question,
yet.
but like a confirming question or in response to a claim someone made or something. Like someone will say
Alright.
something happened and then they'll be like, oh, wig? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Everyone-
about?
Should arrive here at this bonfire, and we should sit at it all at the same time.
I was trying to climb the nearby mountain and died.
Don't do that.
On God?
Left no crumbs.
People
She
are
said-
saying wig is old slang, and I'm sorry to say, but like,
Damn.
my lexicon was forged in the fires of like 2008 4chan and Gaia Online.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't, if these aren't your points of reference, then I'm not gonna understand the things that you're saying. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Kaya Online. Or as Andrew pronounces it, Furcadia.
Furcadia, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
That-
really.
that's
Well,
our,
actually, I'm sorry. I did learn a lot of language from Furcadia. They taught me a lot of words, but they, but not
And now
lexicon
we know the
words.
source of Andrew's mental health issues.
So that's our next playthrough after Elden Ring, right?
No one told me that Furcadia existed
Yes.
growing up.
Is there a leveling system?
Which
I
is
don't
funny
remember.
as hell.
Is that is Furcadia
can't
even a
believe that-
game?
Yes. It's the game of life, Keith.
It's an application you can launch, but is it a game? Do you
I
do
think
anything
of it as
in
chat
it?
rooms.
What is
It
it?
is chat rooms.
What
There
is
are
a
people who run
what
like
does a
RPG
Furcadia
servers.
playthrough do? It. I'll do it. I'll cover Furcadia. I have the target.
It's like going to
like
cool VR chat worlds. But
I have the target demo. I just don't know what it's gonna look like as a thing. I also cover VR chat more because people would watch it.
Yeah, we should do that more.
I just need furries to do activities with in a controlled environment in VR chat because if I do
controlled
it,
environment's the hard part.
yeah, because if I do it openly, then all my fucking weirdos are gonna show up and flash dicks on stream.
All my favorite weirdos.
My favorite button is on the screen right now. It's the good button that we all really like. It's
I
the
forgot
talk
she existed.
to Melina button, the most important button in the game.
Melina, it's been 3 months. Where have you been?
Hi, Melina. Oh my god, hi. Where is she? Where did she go? Where is she? Why isn't she showing up? She's not showing up.
The button doesn't work
God.
after all that build up.
She's shy. We have to leave.
If we just maybe we're blocking like the right part of the.
That did happen in the past.
Oh, she's here now for me. Everyone
she?
rest and
What if I
talk.
told
Yeah.
you that the whole time she's been talking to me because I've got that Riz?
Oh no,
So-
the dialogue disappeared. I can't talk to her.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well,
And the chord is fulfilled. It takes me back.
Well-
I was born at the foot of the Erd tree,
Yeah.
where mother gave me my purpose. Though now everything is lost to me. I have to ascertain for myself
Damn.
the reason for which I live, burned and bodiless.
This is the most important dialogue of hers.
Yeah.
It was pretty good dialogue.
Yeah. So
She
Melina.
ate.
Yeah. Thank you. Keith is our friend who he's going through some stuff right now. And it's okay. We're all here for him.
he's our special friend.
Yeah. So Melina tells us here that she was actually born on the Altus Plateau at the foot of the Erd tree. That she was given her purpose by her mother, who is obviously no other than Queen Marika herself. She is burned and bodiless. She was born a ghost, which means if she did have a body prior to this, it ain't around anymore. This is the centerfold of why people believe Melina to be the Gloam-Eyed Queen, to be tied to an ending that we probably won't get in this playthrough. But yeah, Melina is canonically daughter of Marika, and now that we have delivered her to the Altus Plateau, technically our accord has been fulfilled, but she sticks around with us because she says it is because she has no memory and she no longer has the guidance of Marika, that she must determine for herself what she wishes to do in this playground we have created for her. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, I gotta babysit somebody? Great.
More like a mutually beneficial partnership.
I don't think that From Software has quite tried that again since Zigmeyer in the first game being unsavable because she dives into a hole full of blenders and poison.
Technically, the end of the Peyton Crichton plotline, you have to interact with one of them. Trying to think if there's any others. Yeah.
You can choose the ending.
I think there was some of that for Dark Souls 3. I think wasn't there one with Patches' guy? I can't remember his name, LARP or whatever. I can't remember his name.
LARP?
Lap is his name. His name's Lap, I think. Illusory is probably dying right now. What the fuck is going on with the lighting in my game?
Illusory's not a lore guy.
This is fucked up.
Ooh, that is fucky.
I don't see weird lighting.
No, you guys don't, but I do.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in the chalk zone right now.
We just got the chalk.
All right, we gotta go into the perfumer's ruins and do this, and we're gonna get some stuff.
There is a Dark Souls 1 chest in
flowers.
here as well. So it's one of the handful of spots where they kept it in the game.
I really like these guys.
The perfumers?
Yeah, they're just
they're
cool.
cool.
They're
Cool
just
I agree.
Visually, the way they throw their attacks at you.
I just love combat alchemists.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? This fight's impossible until I finally realized that you can jump in this game again.
Yeah.
Like when I fought my first perfumer in the Albinoric area, I was like, what the fuck? How do you deal with this attack? I was like, oh right, you can just jump over the horizontal one, and then it's a really easy fight.
Perfume bottles. Yes, we finally have them. I can create uplifting aromatic now. Yes. I don't know if I have the recipe for it, but it's very useful. Extremely useful item. There's other reasons to be here. There's a cave around here somewhere, I think.
Yes, there is. 2, I believe. So
There
one,
are, yes.
Yeah, one across the water, but also one like down the hill, more northwest of here.
Yes. Let's do the one down the hill first, and then we'll do the one across the water.
Sounds good.
Keith is our friend, Toaster 2024. His association with me will be his downfall.
It is already slowly killing me. What do you think the password playthrough is? Let's go.
Maybe it's the only thing keeping you alive.
I don't think so.
It makes you feel alive. You need that pain.
It's not even the worst game you've played
Oh my
of
god, they fixed
2024
the gargoyles.
or 2023.
It isn't. It isn't. Password is not the worst game I've played.
And it won't be the worst game you play of 2025 when we still are playing it that year.
But it's bad for longer.
It's bad for longer. It's prolonged bad, which is
Factually
very
is fucking long.
I'm gonna banish everyone from my world.
No.
Goodbye, friends.
My YouTube channel would probably actually do better if I was doing like VR chat hangout videos instead of Let's Plays.
Yeah.
At this point, considering what people actually click on.
I think we can Oh wait.
I'm relaunching the game. That's what's happening right now.
I'll port Saltman to VR chat.
What is? Oh, his character.
He's already in there.
His avatar.
is he?
Yeah, my character's
yeah.
already there. Yeah, my character's already in VR chat. I use them all the time. People, it scares people all the time.
I would like to see Pseudo Regalia Marrow in VR chat.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Since he already exists.
I should get my new guy in VR chat, but here's the problem. Money. I wanna.
I thought it was the milk.
Pay Caw, and that's.
Who would want to do that?
I pay so much for Caw. I have other things I want to pay Caw for that aren't this. All right, let's. My world's back open and my visual glitches are gone.
We did it.
Huzzah!
Do.
What is the? There we go.
Did anyone have to deal with their parents trying to toughen them up?
No.
Thankfully, no. No.
My dad just tried to make me play outside more.
I didn't have manly enough interests, so I was signed up for like karate and football.
Oh yeah,
against my will.
Yeah.
Lots of soccer
not
for
me,
that.
but yeah, that's
I just did karate because I wanted to.
I did do karate for like 3 years. I lasted one session of football, hurt my finger, and then whined about it a lot, and then they never made me go back.
Yeah, I did 3 consecutive seasons of soccer with 0 goals, and they realized, and he's not doing this.
I apparently rejected sports as a young child. I have no memory of this, but like, did soccer like, kindergarten, first grade or something like that. But like my mom like brought me back to like, whatever, the next session or something like that. And my response to her like sitting in the car was like, I already did this.
Yeah.
Like just as a little kid, I was
like,
just
I
like,
already did this.
I was very calmly was rejecting it. Like, I already did this.
I beat soccer.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, that's a no.
I was stalked by all the football coaches in high school because they saw me and I was very large.
Yeah.
Oh.
Giant man.
They were hungry for that.
Like a linebacker, I think it's called.
Yeah.
One of those.
A heavy man.
No, yeah, I did not.
Needs to not
A human
be stoppable.
wall.
Not do any sports.
The funny response to Keith saying like a linebacker, I think is what it's called, would have been for one of us to say wig immediately.
Wig. I'm glad that instead
That's
of being
way
funny, we described what funny was like in a different setting with better hosts for the show.
We would imagine if we were funny people making a funny show for the internet.
Making fan fiction of our own show.
No.
To be fair, the extended bit where you explain the joke that's a big hit on YouTube. So
yeah, because people don't get jokes.
yeah, correct.
But if you make a video essay about the joke, now it sounds clever. It was so clever that you didn't laugh the first time.
The cleverest joke of 2024 that you didn't hear.
Are you
red
ready for your
circle with,
27th inside video essay?
There's an illusory wall here, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm here.
My legacy of early sports was that I played soccer when I was like 5 and 6 for 2 years, and I was the reason why the team was called the Double Dragons, because I had the game Double Dragons, and I just said that should be the name. And I came back to that team when I was 10, years later, and it was then just called the Dragons. Like somebody caught on that they were just named after a video game, and they changed the name of the team to Dragons. We used to have like a shitty painted like banner that had like a 2-headed dragon and stuff.
That's way cool.
I think
it definitely started me way too early on soccer though, because I didn't understand what it was as a concept, and I don't think they really tried that hard to teach it to people. So a lot of the actual games of soccer were me just kind of running in, kicking the ball at all, then like running over and looking at my mom like, do you see? I did it! I kicked the ball! Because I was like a fucking 5-year-old. I don't know what soccer is, really.
Eventually, I got to the point where the coach just told me to stand at the enemy goal to get out of the way.
Uh-huh. Because you just become a problem for all the adults that are trying to get these kids to... Because the adults care too much about the game existing as a game, but all the children don't even understand what's happening, are just like, oh, there's a ball and running.
Yo.
Yay.
I like running.
I used to
How
love...
come the other team gets to change their outfits every time?
I used to fucking love running. I used to legitimately go for miles, but then I gained weight.
What, that stopped your legs from working?
Yeah, actually.
It makes it a lot less fun.
Yeah, no, running really sucks the moment you aren't made of paper. It's miserable.
Doing anything is
DDR also sucked real fast. Like, I used to play a fuck ton of DDR in high school and middle school, and then the moment I started gaining weight, it was like, oh, I'll throw up if I play this game. And like, it's not like, and like, I didn't just abruptly stop being active. It's just, you just like literally just you just end the era of not gaining weight and start gaining weight instead. And your body's just like, fuck you. Several of the things you like to do are awful now. You know, when you're heavier, breathing is a nightmare with running. Your ankles are a nightmare when you're running. Everything about it, it's like it's so many more barriers between you and doing it. But even now, when I try to go running, I'll frequently be like literally out of commission for days because I'm like, nope, fucked up my legs. Fucked up my legs by trying to run for any amount of time. And it's not like oh, I'm winded for 4 days straight. It's like, no, my legs are actually fucked up.
My issue isn't even that as I get older. My issue is I just don't like being warm and sweaty, so I don't like to exercise. I do exercise still.
You do live in America's other armpit.
It's true. And that's why I sit indoors all the time.
Yeah.
Very good for you.
It is miserable when it's hot.
Sitting...
How am I the most
is
active
known as the
here?
most healthy activity you can do. when you're born, you're charged up like a battery, and the more energy you exert, the more battery you use.
You die.
It's better to just never move to save all your energy.
You joke, but that is literally what Trump says about exercise.
It's true.
Oh god.
True.
The struggle is like, out of all the options, I would like to be back into running because like exercising with weights or at a machine is so agonizingly boring that it makes me want to claw my eyes out. Like it's so repetitive, and you're stuck in one place, just kind of basically doing nothing for a long time while feeling like shit, and it's actively miserable. Whereas like going on a walk, which I do on a regular basis, like it's a little journey.
Oh, this is my favorite
There's like
cave,
an arc to it. There's a specific like a progress bar to it that's visualized through a physical environment you're going through. That's your route each time. You can listen to podcasts while you're doing it. It's just kind of like pleasant.
That's why I like living exactly 1 mile from the grocery store, so I can go on a nice walk there.
Yeah, it's like if I could turn that into running, then that could be good. But
I could walk that distance.
But it's so miserable.
Oh yeah, I just dropped my death.
You fool.
Where do you go? Everyone just died in front of me.
Everything is illusory walls here, so you have to break a bunch of illusory walls.
That's right.
I know. I saw. He's dead.
He's broken.
I went back on accident.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, I've just started keeping
this way.
a barbell next to my desk. So, like, if I'm in a 30-second cutscene or something, I can just do 10 lifts or something.
That's smart.
That's a good idea.
I gotta start doing something like that.
I do that for like a wrist thing where you squeeze it.
So there's a black knife hood here.
Oh,
which
it's
is
this.
like-
It's Okay.
It's the
duh.
good cave.
I completely did a brain fart on this.
Oh, no.
It's very funny to me that I just ran off the cliff and died because I've co-opted here so many times that it's like
Yeah.
I have this memorized, but somehow it just wasn't like triggering in my head initially. It's very funny.
You also
there's
followed
the
Andrew,
room.
and he always has good ideas.
I do. I have the best ideas. Some say the bestest ideas.
Big
Uh
league.
huh. Some being
Biggest.
This cave has a
This
fun
idea
little-
right now to keep this bit up. It's the best idea.
Ah, fuck.
You reminded me of my favorite line from the Russian Avengers knockoff, where the big bad is dying at the end of the movie. He says, "No, my big idea."
I can relate.
What was
Yeah.
that movie called? Oh, it's just called Guardians.
I
Just okay.
Yeah, Key's favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Uh huh.
It did have a werebear in it.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
He's one of the Russian Avengers. He's just a werebear.
Wait, I
There's
think
a
I think I've seen
new-
that part.
Wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
there's a new
I think
Santa
that
movie.
did the rounds.
Does anyone know about this? There's a new Santa movie coming out starring
Yes.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and it has a hot polar bear in it.
It does.
And it's
Wait. Huh?
I
it's
saw
Polar
it. I-
Patroller.
yeah, it's literally Polar Patroller from Fortnite, but but very big. And I was like, wow.
What?
Am I gonna be the adult at the drive-in watching this? What's going on?
Oh, that's very funny.
You tint them
very odd.
windows.
I don't remember what the name of the movie is. It was something stupid, but
I think it also has maybe Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah.
I saw the preview for it at Deadpool, I think.
That
So this
makes
is a cool area because this is a secret boss for this place, and it's a really fucking cool. This whole thing's really fucking cool. There's a snake and a skull, and I never noticed that before in this fight. I never noticed the snake snail.
The
What?
skull snail?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah, there should
noticed
be-
that
there
thing
should be-
before.
Really?
Yeah.
There should be a bunch of them.
I had no idea. I
It's one
must
of the
have
weirder
just
things
killed
they
this
did.
guy
Yeah,
so
is they
quickly.
did the necromancer weird ass
Yeah, 'cause moral
snails.
There we go.
Oh,
He's dead.
I get it. Okay.
Then he
Ah,
drops
yeah, we
his
don't-
family heads.
Don't warp out of here.
Do not warp out of
because
here.
We want to go back in.
Yeah, we
Try
want to go back out.
butthole.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. That's pretty good. All right.
All right, and now we go over here, and we go behind the
Oh.
waterfall, and there's
Isn't that a
another boss
song?
fight.
What? Wait, what? How many waterfalls are there?
Don't go chasing them.
Mm-hmm.
He already tried.
Does it even matter?
All
Do
right.
any of us even have the thing?
No, you don't need it
Yeah, we
though.
don't. But you don't.
You
There's
don't
just
need
a
it 'cause you
second
can
boss
just
fight
look-
around the corner.
You look at the
So
ground.
if you look around, there's a fucking Black Knife assassin, but she's wearing the concealing veil, so she disappears, and if you let her run around, she turns invisible, and you have to use her footsteps in the water to find where she is.
Priscilla.
This
2.0.
fight fucking rules. This shit rocks. There she is.
Ow, I'm being stabbed to death.
It's basically like a Priscilla redo.
Yep. But it's actually using the environment in Elden Ring, which is cool, and it ties into the Elden Ring lore. Priscilla's just invisible because she's magically invisible. The Black Knife assassins are invisible because they have an invisible thing, which is cool.
Which is not magic.
Concealing veil, yay! So we did
not-
both the things. Most people
It's
don't know
not
that
magic.
this is
Don't call it
here.
magic. It's their semblance.
Don't
not
know
what
the
You have the
combat.
what's it called? The a sentry torch, I think, is the one that
Yes.
if you wield that, then it makes her visible.
Yep.
How dare you bring Ruby into this?
I am running back to I'm running back to the old lady to
While you do
trade in
that,
the
I will be
spear.
right back.
I'm slowly increasing how much I bring up Ruby in this playthrough as a psyop.
As much as I'd want to do like a choose from like a diverse set of characters, like I would probably go Rat again for a fantasy setting, just because I'm picturing like Skaven, like Warhammer, like that's what comes to mind.
That's such a fun basis to work with.
And thing?
My shit was so
I
fucked up.
like funny talking little dudes.
Okay, that's good.
Why is this Gaben keep saying hey hey?
Hey,
No.
man thing.
I don't know if we're gonna do fantasy yet, but we'll see. It would be good. I would like that at some point. There we go. Too bad I don't have the thing that I need.
It would be fun to
For
just. It would be fun to redo
this
Thunder
build.
in the Morning, but just as a very impulsive, like kleptomaniac knoll.
I forgot where I wanted to go.
Todd has left.
Ka, you left.
Ka
You
died
left.
Stuck
of
in the load screen.
death.
Oh, okay. Got it. I've been pixelated so much right now. I'm in the nega dimension. All right.
Oh, connection error.
I just
I wanna
I
get-
pushed
okay.
all of you out to fix this issue.
No.
Yeah, my
go.
D&D character that I've tried multiple times, but every campaign dies because every story I've ever done that wasn't with COD died. That's not, before it was done. Was to do a sorcerer, but he thinks he's a thief, and that he's just a thief that was meant to smuggle something, and it was every single quest you get that once in every RPG that always tells you not to open this thing as you take it somewhere. And he opened and it basically has made him a sorcerer. So it was entirely built around the dumbness of like wild magic as a concept. Like he's just casting on impulse and emotion the way that sorcerers are supposed to, and wild magic triggers constantly because he doesn't know how to cast spells. And every spell is just entirely based around whatever he would instinctively want as a thief. So literally like I just did obscure meta magic stuff that would just all cause it so that I could, like, there's a spell called Knock that lets you open any lock, but by casting a spell, and the meta magic would just let him do stuff like cast it at range and cast it silently, or cast it while he without having to speak or do gestures, so he can do it while he's bound. So like he's like got escape artist 5D shit going on, where if somebody like binds him, he can free himself subconsciously without any restrictions or requirements. But he doesn't have like fireball.
That's very fun.
He has like
good use of support and
he
utility.
just has
magic.
like invisibility and all these other like spider climb, like they let walk on walls and to turn invisible and open every lock ever. He also had a phobia tied to enclosed spaces, and most of the narratives would trap him into like where everyone's a prisoner of some sort. So that's his motivation inherently, is to like just escape the cape. But it also led to like he would not go into a trapdoor until he had dismantled the door. Like he would not go into there was a part where he wouldn't go in a basement until he had removed the door completely from the basement, so it could not be
Toaster
closed.
Watching the pixelization off with milk.
That's exactly what just happened.
Oh.
It'd be fun to try to revisit that idea, and it'd be funnier as a knoll. I was going by the actual races that are in the books available. But if we're furries, I can get it with anything. I can just say it looks
my
like
God,
a
what the
knoll,
fuck
whatever the
happened?
rules are.
I mean, if I
keeps
wasn't-
exploding.
If I wasn't a rat, I could be like a, I don't know, bugbear or something like that.
Ooh.
All right, we're gonna go up the lift.
That's a weird statue.
Oh, that's what's happening.
There's a trebuchet.
Yeah, we're gonna go the
Uh-oh.
other.
Ruh-roh.
It's not throwing rocks. It's throwing like weird cylindrical things. What the fuck? I'm just
Slabs of concrete.
maybe, yeah. I don't know. That's interesting.
Just like chunks of the local rocks. Oh, not the evil spells.
I think they nerfed my beautiful ability that I love so much. I'm very sad about that. That's fine. My favorite weapon in the game.
But who is
my
even running
favorite.
this machine?
I dude.
Yeah, there's a dude there.
Rage.
Oh, there's the guy. I was trying to find the guy running it to kill him.
You have to rage against the machine, Andrew, not for it.
I know. The rage is the machine.
Terrible
Man,
news
I
about
like-
most fans of Rage Against the Machine.
I was about to do the whole thing. Like, man, I was a fan of them. Before, they were better before they were political. I got that.
They have such embarrassing
The
fans.
Machine? Yeah, the Machine was better before it was political.
The biggest proponent of Rage Against the Machine that I've ever known went on to work at Google and make NFTs.
Oof.
That's a pretty good career.
While listening to Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
I'm like, ignoring all of your opinions about everything, especially media, forever?
People are bad.
Yeah. Wig.
Whoa.
To become part of the machine, you have to cope and move the goalposts on what the machine is.
Rage Against the Machine's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a really
All right.
petty, stupid video essay that I scrapped that was just me praising Rage Against the Machine while shitting on Avenged Sevenfold, just because it was like the extremely tenuous premise was just revisiting political songs from when I was a teenager. And there was obviously a nonsense thing to not a video to be made, but it was cathartic because I remember that when Avenged Sevenfold was popular from their self-titled album, there's like a song called Critical Acclaim where they just go on a very long pro-Bush, pro-Iraq war rant
Ooh.
that's not even musical for like 2 minutes straight. He's just
Wow.
like yelling
say-
rapidly.
I was gonna say 9/11 was Avenged Sevenfold's like muse. The
Yeah.
entire culmination of that and then the Iraq War was like how they made all of their music.
Ugh.
They're,
It's
like when
time.
you go back, some of their most popular music is just them like dunking on the libs, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? This is metal. You think this is what you think metal is?
What's
It's
his
time to
ba-
do
what's his
two
build?
important things. We have to talk to Melina again, and we also have
Unless
to. I'm talking to her
to
right now.
shut
She's
up.
here. And then also, we need to find a way to dark root.
we have to launch Dark Souls 1.
Or Deeproot.
Deeproot, yeah, I always do the same thing. Deeproot, dark root.
Deeproot Galactic.
Oh, a button for her.
We're not allowed to show root.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika.
Isn't that a Guardians of the Galaxy character?
Shall I share them with you?
Yes, he has a big root.
Yeah, he talks about it all the time.
His own words.
Yeah, that's what Groot is short for. Great root.
Yeah.
The choice is thine. Become one with
Tim and
the
Eric,
order,
awesome show. Great root.
or
So did
divest
Melina talk about me?
yourself of it.
Melina said that Marika talked here and
can't I get
said
Powerless.
Uh-oh.
some shit.
Uh-oh.
She said it's up to you to decide whether or not you follow grace and become one with it, become one with the Golden Order, or divest yourself of it and become a useless neat. And that's what she said. That's just words straight out of America's mouth.
I can't move. I can't get out of the bonfire.
Even use those exact
The
words.
bonfire has stopped
Hey,
me.
Illusory,
Yeah.
there's a way to get to Deeproot
okay.
early.
Okay.
You could ask
yeah.
politely.
What? Yeah.
We've done Fia's quest. We need to ride the waterfall down
Yeah.
from that place.
Yeah, yeah. We took a turn.
The
Isn't that
aqueduct. We need to get to the aqueduct.
Riding the
That's
waterfall
like-
is what you do before you try butthole.
Is that in the
Ansel?
yeah, like the Ansel?
River Main? No, is it?
Is it River Ansel River downstream?
I
No.
don't remember. No,
It's
because
it's
it's on
fuzzy.
the right side of the map. It's like up in the shadowy fog area.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember exactly how I did this.
It's fuzzy. Ansel River is a blurry mess to me. Let's see, I'm gonna warp there. Start running around.
We have to beat the Valiant Gargoyle at the Shifra Aqueduct.
Mm-hmm.
So where is that?
Not
Oh,
this
I've disconnected.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, the game crashed. That's why.
That'll
Oh.
do it.
That's probably my fault. Sorry.
It definitely was.
What did you do?
I was inside the bonfire, so it wouldn't let me get out of the bonfire when I tried to get out of it, and then you guys ran off, but I was still in the bonfire. So I think
I remember I kind of went out of
behavior.
I felt like I went out of my way to unlock the downstream side of Grace, and like no one else really.
I have it.
In this way,
I think.
Yeah. I mean, at least I see stuff here that we haven't picked up yet, so we might as well go here anyways.
Okay.
Ancestral River downstream.
Okay. All right, we're back in the game. I'm gonna teleport there, and then I'll open my world back up.
Even if it's the wrong way, there's some purple loot here.
Oh, I went to the wrong spot.
Ancestral River downstream.
Yeah.
Next to the hermit merchant.
I'm pretty sure I was the only person who like went to the site of Grace and no one else really came this way. I think.
Wait, where?
I have that. I have that Grace at least.
I don't.
Which one?
Wait, where is it?
It is. You have it toasters to the left.
What's it called?
Oh, I'm dumb. That's what it's called. It's the
stream
dumb
sniping.
toaster. It's the dumb toaster bonfire. I got it. All right.
No, but what
World is. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I was like, why isn't my world opening? Oh no. There we go. World is open.
Oh, that one artist.
I honestly forget where
suggests the
this
tarot
leads,
cards drew
but,
Kaz's current dungeon master character with his previous dungeon master character as a stand.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm here.
Yeah, up behind us is where like the Astal guy was like perched up on that building, but I don't think we went down this river stream.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay. There are items in here. I thought this was just an ant, like a rune spot.
It might be.
Oh, I'm hitting the big damage now. I love this weapon. Oh, it's so fucking good.
Immunizing horn charm.
So a condom.
Oh,
yes.
There's more ants. Let's get them.
Because our goal should be to get to the area of Shifra that you can't access from Shifra, basically. We want to get above that into the aqueduct.
Haven't we already been in the area above Shifra?
No. Not this part of the area.
I don't know which way we should go first.
So not just the area where you fight the second deer.
No, it is not the area where you fight the second deer. I'm talking about like where it's near, like under the well.
Yeah, there's some Crucible Knights. You're like very high up in the level. Yeah.
Like all the way down to that tree that's at the bottom of the world. You have to go through like a ravine full entirely with flying bugs.
Yes, correct. That is where we are headed. But that's not the way to go. That just leads back to...
Quick, chat. Be smart.
I will...
We can Google, but it...
Yeah.
You know, it's fun.
Did we ever do the boss fight in the room with the giant body?
No. Yeah, did we?
I thought we haven't done this fight over here that I'm by. It's the one, the loading screen giant lady.
Yeah, but where are you? Oh, you're right, Keith. We haven't gone down that way.
Yeah.
That is an area we want to go to. You are correct.
Yeah.
There was other stuff further up this path this other way, but it was nothing that important. So, what did I get? I got soap, a bunch of butterflies, somber stone 3, formic rock.
I think we're all right.
Yeah. You guys don't have to come up this way.
One of the great lords. And again, we get some weird, like, horn senti imagery here. Look at all these people that have been turned to stone, and just kind of weird.
Oh, weird that happened twice. They did Melvin and Jet hugging.
All right.
Hey, wait a second.
Now it's time to do the thing. And I take this.
This is a forcibly iconic boss arena because of how much they show you during loading screens.
I'm dealing real damage now.
Oh, Jesus God. We might need some scaling.
That's what I like. I was halfway joking about pumping the numbers real high, but I feel like we should like overdo it at some point just to like until we feel like we need to go back down because we're just shredding this.
I mean, the reason why we're shredding it is because we're getting to the ends of our builds too, where we have like really crazy stats and weapons. Because this weapon, it will fuck everyone up, period, no matter what. The coffin is not over here, I don't think. But we can finish up Fia's questline and stuff if we get to where we need to go, which I don't remember how to do. Oh, there's a bonfire here? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, every time you beat a boss, there's a grace. And that was a boss.
I don't know if that's true. I've beaten lots of bosses that don't drop graces.
I don't think they put graces at the end of those, that one type of, like, bury your dead dungeon.
Yeah.
Like the caves, that whole, like, subgenre of location in Elden Ring doesn't have, boss graces, but I think every other boss that isn't that, or open world bosses, has a grace. If you walk into a bespoke, unique room to go into it, and then fight a boss in it.
Does Morgoth drop a grace in front of the Erd Tree? Probably, right?
You know, I'm forgetting, but
trying to figure that out, trying to remember.
Fuck, I honestly don't remember. That's funny.
It's just one of those things that's like consistent language enough that they'll like really comically put a grace in a boss chamber that literally had a grace at the opening of the chamber.
Yeah,
like they do that. They do it constantly.
All right, let's.
Because it's to the point where it's so consistent that I figure it's like a
quick.
lore thing. Like it's meant to be the grace is dropped because it means something.
I mean, technically, grace accumulates, but bosses should be dropping remembrances. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Waterfall basin's over there. Noxtella. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, maybe it's right here. Maybe it is the waterfall basin.
It's not the death blade. There's such a sense of betrayal whenever I encounter a basilisk for the first time in a Souls game. Each time it takes longer before they finally show one. And you're like, oh, maybe they're not in this one. And then there's just a cave full of basilisks. They'll have to introduce them by dropping you into a hole full of them or something.
And because
Just
of that
upsetting.
Methodology, you're convinced there will be a mimic eventually.
Yeah. There might still be a mimic in the game that we just never found. I'm not convinced.
The super
I mean,
hidden mimic.
this should just lead back to the.
We're gonna zoom all the way out. The whole
like
world
rot.
map was a mimic, and then it just snaps shut.
What if there's just a dead mimic? Have we ever encountered a dead mimic in a video game?
An X mimic.
I don't think so because they just vanish, right? Their bodies never stay there.
Imagine playing as a mimic in D&D.
We had a mimic familiar in a campaign I ran. He just turned himself into a backpack and liked to go on adventures.
Aww.
Okay. I think maybe.
His name was Cargo.
Aww.
I think maybe we can get there from the Ancestral Woods. But I
Quick
don't.
chat answers, please.
No, I don't remember.
Toaster
the
is lost and broken.
No, I'm fine. I'll be all right. I did this 4 months ago. I should have known.
I'm just
What are
running
you
around like
doing
other
over here?
areas
What
that I
info?
felt like we kind of zipped through and maybe didn't check everything. So
Can we refight this boss? What the fuck? It's letting me retouch the horned remains of the ancestral spirit.
Did we do both of them or did we only do one?
I thought we did both. Let's just do this one anyway.
Where are you guys? Wait.
Hollow horn grounds near the ancestral woods, underground right side of the map. And then I think... I don't remember how the fuck to get over there, but that's where we need to go. Is over there. So we gotta figure that out. But that's the place we gotta get to. If I go in here, are you all gonna warp?
I
we're getting.
don't know.
We're all warping here, so.
I'm trying it.
Oh, here I go. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
I just got a black cut.
Yep, it faded to black, then
No, I'm here.
unblack.
Toaster, we got this.
Yeah, we can solo this.
I'm almost there.
I'm close.
Oh well. You guys have fun, I guess.
I thought we killed this thing, but I guess not.
Oh god, it's gonna fade to black every time someone uses it.
I just got edged. I thought the cutscene was playing or something.
Here it comes.
This is weird. Are we all here?
We're
No,
seeing Andrew, I
No,
think.
I'm not.
We
I
gotta
don't
see
know
what
where it
happens
is,
when
but it's
Andrew gets
okay.
here.
What's gonna happen when the boss spawns and then we teleport
It's on
back out of the boss
It's the
room?
underground bottom right corner, like back at Chauffeur River. It's the one called Ancestral Woods. It's like in the middle of the
it's
one with
already
the
dead.
water.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah,
dead.
we killed it.
The,
Why is it letting us warp down here? That's so weird.
the
Yeah.
go back thing is here.
Okay, well then we'll just go back to Ancestral Woods, and then I think we can just walk behind something. I think we can walk up here just to get to where we're
Behind
going.
something.
Yeah. There's a English.
Waterfall?
No.
Precipice?
No, little guy with tentacles. Tentacruel. What are they called?
Sweet.
Cruel. A jellyfish?
Jellyfish. Thank you,
Jellyfish.
chat, for putting that in there. Yes, thank you.
We're going jellyfish.
There's a jellyfish. Yeah, we just go up the hill towards the jellyfish, and then we can jump off. And
We're going
get to
peanut
where we
butter and jellyfishing.
Yeah, here we go. All right, we found it. We found our way. This is where we need to go, and then we get to do Nokron, and that's fun. I'm getting a bonfire for everyone.
Didn't the guy who wrote the peanut butter jelly song die in a police standoff while on bath salts?
That was an incredible sentence. Hold on.
What is that information?
I might be wrong.
I just have to.
How
process?
does one
I mean,
come across such lore?
Yeah, I mean, even if you're wrong, what cursed portion of your brain worked up this phantasm?
I'm broken. You've read No Way Home. You know I don't work right.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's wild.
What side quest did you just
Is that the
unlock?
same part of the brain that controls attraction to old men?
Aqueduct facing
Yes.
cliffs.
Absolutely.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Can you believe people watch this Let's Play?
It's better than anything else.
It's for nuggets like that.
And,
Sorry, what was Aqueduct facing cliffs? Jeez. Oh, there it is.
it's up north.
Yeah.
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 I just cashed in all my runes, and I don't know why I did it, because it's like 30,000 runes. What am I going to use that for? Why would I do this? Why did I go through this effort?
It's really hard to get enough to actually spend, yeah. Oh, it's that, right, I remember this place, because I was asking if we were ever gonna go here like way early in the playthrough, because I was like, there's that ledge you hop down to that has like a whole fucked up place where people have superpowers.
Yeah.
Where people have superpowers?
Yeah, it's your introduction where you start facing tons of Crucible Knights, and they're just upsetting, because they keep doing insane things at you. I posted this exact bonfire when I was taking screenshots for as
My buttons aren't. Oh, my controller disconnected. Oop. That's why. I was like, why am I not dodging? What's going on?
I came to this exact bonfire to get like reference photos from my character to do my Elden Ring commission.
Hell yeah.
Bury this nerd.
And then that person ghosted Toaster when he commissioned them.
I paid them like $65 or something, and then they ghosted me. And I don't know.
That's a shame.
They're like a youth
That's
or
a good
something. You can't blame them for being weird.
They're like a youth or something.
They're like a college student being sad about something, and then they were like, I stole your money, and I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care.
I stole your money.
fine.
As if it's like it's an irreconcilable thing. They could never just turn around and do the drawing.
It's fine.
I spent my hands. They can't draw anymore.
Oh, they were like, sorry, school's been so tough. Like I was working on your commission, but I just got really like overwhelmed. I'll get it done. I'll get you like a work in progress in the next month or two. And I was like, okay, that's a long time. And then they were like, haha, yeah, I mean, I'll get to it. Don't worry, I just need to do finals. And then they just deleted their Twitter and just never existed anymore. Like, okay, well.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a youth.
I care more about not making a fuss than I do about getting your art, so it's fine. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I've only ever been conned once with for commissions. It was one of the first ones. And it was you
Damn.
again.
What?
Yeah, because I got art.
Toaster's just bad luck.
Oh yeah,
we
that
paid,
one.
Yeah, we paid for art with me and with Marrow and Toaster, and then that person just ghosted
disappeared. Yeah, just totally.
They took a
didn't
bunch
do
of
anything.
emergency commissions to help themselves move, and then they just ghosted everybody.
Oh yeah, I
wild.
never partake in those. Those are always a red flag.
Just like
I block people who post about emergency commissions like more than once a year. Like if you're posting emergency commissions that frequently, sorry, it's done. Where you're not trustworthy. Order healing, yay! I like that spell.
Hire a financial advisor. I implore you.
I don't know. Maybe that's classism.
It's not classism.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe-
you should. If you cannot balance your budget that consistently, or you're like.
I mean, to be
unable
clear,
find
if you're
work in
posting
between that
emergency
time-
commissions that often, what they're actually called is just regular commissions. You're just talking about an
Yeah,
income.
that's
Yes.
You're just
Correct.
trying.
Common market.
Yeah.
You're just trying to have an
Correct.
income, and you're framing it like an emergency.
But I meant like the idea of an emergency implies there's something unexpected or like you didn't.
There's a
plan
room
for
behind the
that.
waterfall. This is where they
But-
hold all the banana stand money.
Is it? I think you have to burn it down first.
There we go. And there's some
You
centipedes.
explicitly do not want to burn it down.
But it's in the banana, so you have to burn
All
the
right,
banana to get
don't
into
kill
it.
this person. This is important. This is
Oh, there's a snail.
This is
No, that's a person.
Darian. This is Devin's
D.
brother, the other D, and we can hand him the twinned armor set, and then he gives us inner order, and then he moans. And that's all he's got to say to us after we deliver him the armor of his brother, of whom he shares a body or soul with or something, something like that. And then we come up here and we can do a fun boss fight. Did you hear the quotation marks in that?
Everyone's favorite boss fight in Elden Ring.
I think this fight's fine, I guess. I don't know.
The fight's so nice they spawned him twice.
I wanted to die.
All right, we hit him with this. And then
where it
I
is.
hit him with Ranni's Dark Moon. Oop.
Left from D,
way?
Andrew.
Oh.
Upstairs, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I see it.
The big door, the really big door that's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
door.
This
It is like
guy.
pitch black.
And then you hit that. And then we do a good old Terry Magica. And then we do
That's
this.
that,
and
that
it's gonna
should be your
do
name.
Fucking 15,000.
That should be somebody's name in a tabletop RPG campaign.
Terry Magica.
Terry Magica.
The funny thing about it is that Terrence is the name, is the anglicized name that like imperialists.
Is that Terry
Attribute.
Gilliam's actual name? Is Terrence? Terrence
know-
Gilliam doesn't
Terrence
sound
Gilliam.
right.
It
The
sounds very
only-
funny though, which
Yeah,
makes it right.
only his mom calls him that.
Terrence Pratchett.
Terrence Pratchett.
The only Terrence I can think of is Terrence and Phillip, and that's not a good start.
Oh,
Terrence Howard.
is
That's
Terrence
a bad
Phillip
one
canceled?
too.
That's a bad one too, though. I was gonna say
That's a bad one too, yeah. So that's no bueno. I'm sad that I missed out on my spell damage ability because we didn't do Celluvis's quest correctly, but that's fine. I'm not that burnt up about it.
Why are you
I'm
so
just
far
resentful.
away? Don't you have
Anyone who
wings?
thinks they have like the secret answers to the universe and like how physics actually works is just like, oh man, that person's gone. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's just not like that's you can't vibe like physics and stuff. You know, That's
They're
not,
already
like-
ignoring all available information.
So made a good point, which like it sounds gatekeepery to say, but he like you don't get to have an opinion on physics. And that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the most. And I'm just like that kind of stuck with me because it's just like that's a very like good way of putting it. It's like you can really only like challenge theories if you have a deep understanding of like all of the ones that already exist. Like
Yeah.
you can't be like an armchair physicist and just be like
Well,
this
it's
is
like when people are like, oh, like the gatekeeping science is like elitist and oligarchist. You just want the people to like control everything. You're creating a
Yes.
structured society, and it's like No, but I do think smart people should run things generally. I don't think that's a problem that we need to solve for.
Right, exactly.
It's like calling
Coffin
the
time.
concept of truth gatekeeping.
I like this. I like this coffin. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I like this coffin transition because it's really weird. So we get in a coffin in this one, and we close the thing. Come on, the cutscene's playing slower than I remembered it. And then now it actually lights up with Cypher, which is the 2 fingers magic, and it literally carries us.
It explains why this coffin works. The other coffin does not have it. The other one just says Indiana Jones logic, where it's like, well,
it just goes, yeah.
Yeah, like this coffin could survive a nuke. You're like, you can somehow survive in it, despite how this should definitely kill you.
Yeah, exactly. That's just weird. It's just like a weird thing. I've mentioned it a few times in this playthrough so far, but this coffin's weird. It's the only one that does this, and it's like fascinating.
It's the not weird one.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
it's the one not weird one, correct. And then when we get up here, the coffin's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Look at it. It's all destroyed.
These are one-use coffins, very expensive travel.
It's just odd. It's just an odd thing that I think about sometimes, is I get caught up on this coffin and the lore of this coffin.
So airplanes before landing gear.
Anyway, that's that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're in the Deeproot.
Are we still in the...
We're in the Deeproot.
We're up north. Okay.
Yeah.
It's real.
We made it.
Go south, right?
I do actually like this area.
Yeah.
This was around the time where I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how much is underground is there?
I just don't like the part where you walk on the tree because I fall off.
Because another untrustworthy tree platform to walk around on in these games.
Oop. I need to... They really slowed down the startup of Nebula, man. They're really making me hurt right now. Oh! Oh!
It's always funny to see who those pick.
I was totally not expecting it to be me, and then it was me.
So your name changed.
Yeah, I revived my man, my guy,
Revived
my boy.
Garza.
Revived Garza. I'm back, bitches.
You revised your name into Revive.
I did. This is correct.
Evil Ant.
Oh, hello. Time to die, Ant.
Garza sprung forth from the corpse of Sapseeker Vesa, and now I'm...
The hammerhead is such a good design.
I love it.
Love it.
God, I love Nebula. It feels so good. It's such a good Ash of War. I love it so much.
I love seeing pictures of the ants those are based on. They look so goofy. Because they'll just like use their head to block entrance to the hive.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that ant before.
It's like a trapdoor spider, but it's their face.
Yeah.
Basically,
they're like, all right, this is your one job. You do this until you die.
I'm a living plug.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Their home gets attacked more often than you think. They're not like just standing around all day.
Nope, they're a living plug.
Oh.
How long do you think they live? They're ants.
I don't know. I'm assuming ants.
I don't know how long.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually have no
long.
idea how long ants live.
In my
gonna
head,
say,
an
like,
ant
maybe very
probably
long.
lives like a year or two, maybe.
I feel like that's
That
what I would
sounds
get too, 'cause I actually have no
optimistic.
idea.
I think the queens probably live a lot longer than the rest of them.
See, I don't think that. I think the queen lives enough to spawn, and then
But
more
she's
of
just
them
doing
appear.
that constantly. It's not like an event. That's just every day.
Maybe.
Every
Time
day.
to not fuck up this jump.
Remember when I said that you can't gatekeep science? I'm gatekeeping your science.
Like, what if ant queens were like Skaven?
Alrighty.
Just
I'm up in
upsetting titty mart farms.
I'm up in the Elden Stars cave. Where's everyone at? Why did everyone else go that far away?
I don't know, just didn't know where you're going, I guess.
Oh yeah, we went down the
That
tree
we just,
branch.
I guess we just thought we knew what the level was shaped like
following somebody.
There's a couple different ways you can go.
We followed the Journey 2012 lighting.
Let's kill these ants. We'll go to where Toaster is.
Yeah, this is where there's like a bunch of runes and stuff, and the Elden Stars incantation, which I think Ka will want.
He's dead.
Killed.
There we go. There's that. I need to figure out what the heck I'm eating for dinner, y'all. What's gonna happen for dinner, everyone? What are we thinking?
I had some dollar store beef and peppers.
Oh.
I had a burrito.
Yeah,
you had the Cowboy Bebop special, but with beef. Cowboy Beef Bop.
I just did 11,000 damage in a single hit. Just want to put that out there.
I'll just watch the rest of the playthrough. It's fine.
God, Nebula is so good. Bastard Star is such a cool weapon.
Yeah, underrated Guardian.
All right, I unlocked another Site of Grace while we were down here, but now I'm gonna leave the game and then rejoin just to get back up to where you are.
That's a good idea. Everyone should do that.
Okay.
It blew my fucking mind when I realized, wait a minute, Karen Gillian, she was a Doctor Who companion. Oh!
Yeah, it's Amy Pond.
Yep, that's Amy Pond. I was watching Doctor Who at the time, so it was a very distinct, like, oh, that's why she's leaving.
Yeah.
I was right. So it says, according to Wikipedia, a queen can live for 30 years. So I was wrong about the queen. But worker ants live 1 to 3 years.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That sounds right.
I unlocked another grace. Illusion, I found different ones.
Oh, what the hell?
This place is labyrinthine.
I found the one that's
I just saw like unknown warp 2, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully things didn't get weird. I'm here with Toaster, so that looks right.
Is he at the Great Waterfall Crest one?
We are just not near. Like Toaster is up in a weird cave that you could get to by going along the tree. Yeah, so you have to leave and warp, like rejoin to get back to where it is.
Performing Toaster wrong warp.
Yes, exactly.
Where am I?
You got to use the cloudy ball.
I'm gonna take this moment to pee.
Enjoy.
I will be right back.
Savor it.
It's MacD's.
MacD's nuts.
Macadamia nuts?
Yes, that's exactly right.
I don't know if I've ever had those. They just sound neat.
They just sound neat.
Macadamia nuts are really good, and
it's a fun word to say.
Probably had them. It's very easy to get. I'll just buy some, and then you can eat some when you're at my house in 2 days. Like, you could just pick them up at Winco. Like they're not hard. Anyway,
I don't know what that is.
What? Oh, I guess we didn't have them in Washington.
What?
All right.
Things are in fact
it's
regional,
a local
whether you
co-op.
like them or not.
Oh, a co-op. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winco's a co-op.
Wow, these are a lot of.
That's a lot of Newman's runes.
Oh
my god.
Oh yeah,
Newman, where are you getting these runes from?
So Illusion, this is like one of the biggest like, Dark Souls 2 moments. Just the giant queen, the weird side room with a giant queen in it. You're like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And mix that with like all the spiders dropping in Seldora. It's like kind of those two moments together.
Isn't this game co-directed by the director of Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, Tanimura worked on Elden Ring. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a lot of Dark Souls 2 isms in a way that I'm not used to seeing.
A lot of experimental mechanics from DS2 come back in Elden Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, but also just like references.
Yeah.
Just things that are like, oh, like cosmetically, this is a Dark Souls 2 reference. Akin to like how Dark Souls 3 kept constantly going back to Dark Souls 1 specifically. You're like, Elden Ring remembers Dark Souls 2 a lot.
Elden Stars.
Brian is playing through Dark Souls 2 for the first time, and I was watching his stream like the other week, and he found that side room with the giant bug.
It's just so strange.
And he did kill it, and I was like, oh no! Like
Brian, as in friend of the channel, Brian J.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, Brian's playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
I didn't respond to him yet. I feel bad. He DM'd me last night, but it was really hectic with getting back from camping and everything. But he's venting about the DLC. He's not happy with it.
Very funny.
I gotta.
DLCs are so good, except for the bonus area in each of them.
I think he's bouncing off like all of the DLC. He's just like not feeling. He's just like, oh, this is the game.
Some people hate the DLCs.
I like the DLC apart from. I don't know if part's the right word, but it's like, yeah, the side areas are designed for co-ops. Like that is.
Yeah, each of them has like a weird, nightmarishly crowded co-op gauntlet side area that you have to run through every time to attempt the boss, and 2 of the 3 bosses for those zones are also bad.
It's a bit much, but like my memories of the game are like playing the game when it was new, so it's very and on PlayStation, so it was just very like constant activity. So like you could tell people like, oh, just you multiplayer, because like didn't matter what your soul memory was, just because the player base was so fucking massive that like you were guaranteed to find activity.
Just didn't.
My memory.
I just generally didn't want to play them.
My memory of the DS2 DLC is really weird because I played that game obviously like when it came out, and I was living in Japan at the time, but I was playing on an American copy, and so like I was playing on off hours, and like the overall vibe was very strange, and I kept getting paired with like really weird people when I played online. So I played through the DLCs once, but I truly don't remember any of them really, except for the first one, the poison area.
Shulva.
Yeah, Shulva.
The first one's fun because that one's like a halfway, feels like a revisit of the DLC of Dark Souls 1, but it's also like full of like goofy Zelda mechanics, and you just constantly descending down like a pit.
Like a platforming area.
Yeah, and like Alana and Sinner meet boss fights. I was stuck on Alana for a week back then. I was gonna die. I was so frustrated when I was not good enough at the game yet. But like the optional fight for that DLC is bad. Oop, someone rested.
Whenever you hear someone scream when you rest at a site of grace, it is your duty to then constantly rest at that site of grace a bunch of times. So that
terrifying.
It's like it's all or nothing. It's like don't rest or rest a bunch of times. Like
I actually can't remember the optional fight at the end of that DLC. Shit.
I don't remember. I don't remember anything.
The Shulva one is what, like Sin and Alana.
Yeah, Sin and Alana are the 2 main ones, and each of them had like was the first DLC the blue smelter demon?
I don't remember.
One of them was Blue Smelter Demon, one of them was Lud and Zollan, but then I feel like one of them was Sir Alan, and it's like, oh wait, that's a good one.
Yeah, Alan's in the Broom Tower.
Or was Alan the real final boss, not an optional one? Might just not be able to remember one of the 3 optional bosses because they were so bad.
I remember people being frustrated about Fume Night. Was that Dark Souls 2?
Yeah.
The
Fume Night was fucking brutal. Yeah, I think it was Fume Night and Alan were back to back in the second DLC. Third DLC was.
I remember
the optional fight was Lud and Zollan, which was 2 tigers at the end of the horrible reindeer gauntlet.
The thing is that like I remember making it through that area and like not being that plussed about it, but then like. People talk about the tiger fight like it's the worst thing in the world, and I'm not even disagreeing that it is. I just truly don't fucking remember it. Like, I remember there being tigers, and I remember fighting them, but I just, like, straight up don't remember any other details of that fight, or, like, how it happens, or why it happens.
It's probably kind of quaint by now, because difficulty has, like, crept so far in Souls games and Sekiro and everything, that the idea of, like, oh, it's that slow tiger, but now second one shows up is, like, adorable almost. Like, it's
fighting
probably,
2 guys
it's
at
probably
once
not the biggest
is like,
deal.
Yeah, like pretty quaint at this point. It's like funny because like the things that I think I remember so fondly of Dark Souls 2, the thing is like I don't even fucking remember. I remember playing through Scholar and being one of the rare people that genuinely really likes Scholar more than I like the base game. But the oh, there's a rune bear in here. I forgot about this. I think he dropped something interesting. Yeah, but he has like 45 billion health.
Back by the waterfall?
Yeah, behind the waterfall.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And he's a fucker. Ah, fuck. The things about DS2 that I like really distinctly remember are like things that nowadays would not be considered remarkable, but things that were at the time considered very difficult, like things like Dark Lurker. And
oh yeah, Dark Lurker is not hard by much. That'd just be like a very normal Elden Ring boss. Like that.
Yeah.
That confused me because Dark Lurker was honestly just chill.
Yeah, Prince of Death's Cyst. That's
like
what you get.
It's a fight full of extremely telegraphed attacks. Like it was just kind of like a just kind of hangout vibe. I don't remember why it was ever hard.
People were just really upset that it split into two, and they used the Chasm of the Deep as like a good example of why Dark Souls 2 was a gang squad game, because there's also the 3-person gang squad in that area.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way about it. To me, like, because people say that about the bosses, like Alana or whatever. And
For
stuff
me, it
like
was just that fight specifically was lame.
It's more the levels themselves that I feel get a little ganky with the enemy placement. None of the boss fights I felt were like, I don't know, really all that terrible with it. Like the boss that we just fought, the Valiant Gargoyle, like that to me was harder and more stressful than like any duo or like trio kind of boss.
It's funny because we've just at this point after Elden Ring, we've just been through so much shit that like nothing in Dark Souls 2 would ever impress or surprise. It's like, but
just
like
the level, the boss
but like even at
those are brutal.
Like even at the time back then, I could not understand what people's problem was with Shrine of Amana.
Oh, yeah.
They acted like it was the most evil level ever made in the series, and it's like I literally just like would breeze through it every single time.
How close?
There's complications to that, yeah.
Yeah, how close did you play that to launch?
At launch, I covered that launch for my channel. It's a big part of why I started having views is because I covered Dark Souls 2 at launch, and I covered Skull of the First Sin at launch.
It's gonna be very interesting for me going back to play those with this as my first.
Yeah.
I think you will find it very
Shrine of
cute.
Amana was extremely not a big deal. I don't understand.
There's a couple ways it can go.
And I don't think I was even summoning the lady that's there.
There's a couple different reactions. It's like, so the boss fights are generally a lot easier, so you're like, oh, this is nothing. But there's some people who aren't, they have longer boss runbacks.
Yeah.
And so if you play the game with like more of like an action mentality where like, oh, I'm gonna go in and like really like perfect the boss's movesets, like there could actually be some friction where like you're getting your ass kicked and dying on the way to the boss. Yeah. But if you play like very like cautiously and like treat the levels as like a holistic experience to like, oh, like I'm clearing the full area,
like Castlevania 1,
and I have to treat the level as the boss itself, then it's, I think, pretty easy. Like, more of like an RPG adventure game mentality. Because like some people will talk about like boss, you know, like getting to the Capra Demon's like the most horrible experience ever, and it's incredibly difficult. And I'm just like, this is easy. Like it's not hard, but
the thing I think of Dark Souls, like it's gonna sound awful to people, but like the thing I think of when I think of Dark Souls is that like, or the earlier Souls games just in general, is this idea of like they are games that expect you to do your homework. And what I mean by that is not like you have to plan. I mean like, oh, you died. It is now time to do your assignment for the day, which is going through and killing the enemies so you can get to the boss and fight the boss again. Like, it's very much just about steady, slow progress forward.
Yeah, it's a slower pace. Like,
there's definitely always a learning curve sort of experience where you're just adapting to what the game's going to put you through. And like, because it's weird to think about now, but once upon a time, I definitely remember hanging out with Andrew and just being like stuck on the Taurus demon for an entire day. And a significant percentage of that was the fact that we couldn't get to the boss consistently because they have you play a very long level full of a bunch of different enemies and different environments and traps just to get to him each time. So it was like it felt like a fucking 5 to 10 minute gauntlet every time you just wanted to get to him. And like in modern year, 13 years later, I know I'm describing the Undead Burg and that sounds insane. But that is like the experience. Like that's the experience of learning Dark Souls at first, is that kind of curve. But I don't. But I can't relate to that with Shrine of Amana because that's so late in the game at that point that I'm like, how are you not ready for the basic idea of creeping forward and just dodging these extremely telegraphed, slow-moving projectiles that you know are coming and when, while fighting like one guy at a time? Like I genuinely can't comprehend. I can't comprehend how people got that far and were struggling with that level because it was like a universally decried level.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the worst thing ever either, but it was definitely an element of like those enemies could see you and lock onto
Further
you
than you could see them. Yeah,
Further
that was
than
the big thing.
Yeah, it's
like,
just like they
further
weren't even
than
like
you'd
shooting
expect.
arrows. It was slow-moving, homing projectiles that you can dodge. Yeah.
Now this change.
It's also a really
in,
short level.
this change in design philosophy, has that been gradual, or is Elden Ring like an outlier?
Oh, gradual.
Yeah.
It's been throughout the whole series. Yeah, they've definitely.
If you play them in order, you will start recognizing Elden Ring in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, there's like
and
even some parts of Bloodborne. And Bloodborne literally came out only a year after Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a linear progression through the series, I would say.
Yeah.
And you'll notice like Demon Souls is the least feeling like Elden Ring, and Dark Souls 3 is the most. Yeah.
I think
in Demon Souls
like
they didn't give you checkpoints.
There's a really
you
weird...
had to beat every level front to back, and if you were lucky, there was a gate that opened somewhere that gave you a shortcut.
Yeah,
because there was no
shortcut.
You didn't get a new checkpoint until the boss spawned it when you killed him.
Yeah. The thing with the series too, though, is that like I do think that there is just objectively like a very different overall design goal in the Souls games than in Elden Ring. Like none of the Souls games really feel like Elden Ring completely.
No, I like them more.
Right.
But you will feel the Elden Ring isms. Like each game, like it's weird to say it like this, but like Elden Ring is sort of a combination of like a bunch of ideas that they experimented with in previous Souls games,
Sekiro
but like
is in this
couldn't
game,
fit.
which sounds unhinged to bring up.
Yeah, this game is. I actually think of this game as like more like Sekiro than I think of it as like Dark Souls. And I don't necessarily. It is because you can jump. It's because you can jump and you can stealth, and like your relationship to the environment in Elden Ring is much closer to your relationship.
Elden Ring is actually an immersive sim.
Imagine
that
if you had
hurt my brain.
bodies.
that made my brain hurt, Keith.
Didn't you say that that's how Japanese audiences kind of engage with it?
No, not like an immersive sim. More. Yeah, it's very complicated.
They play as the hero, not as having builds.
Yes, they play as the hero, not as a build. So like they're approaching it like it's like Dragon Quest or like a more traditional JRPG where it's like, I have gotten the magic wand. The magic wand is used to hit people from afar. I have 10 int, but I'm gonna cast my magic spell at the enemy because I have it now. Like that's like fucked.
They don't specialize, and that kind of makes sense because you don't have a party to fill in the gaps when you specialize, unless you're playing like this.
So they'll sit there and try to have like a heal and a shield and a big weapon and a bow, and they'll just be like going through them all like it's Zelda.
Yes, very much like it's Zelda is like a really good way to describe it. And like that's honestly part of why like watching Japanese streamers play these games is really fascinating, because like all of my logic for how these games are meant to be played is like, I mean, there are Japanese players who play like we do, like that's like not crazy, but just I would say like on average, the regular Japanese streamer that's playing this game is approaching it much more like it's wizardry, or like it's I guess not wizardry, but like that kind of game where it's like
just
kind of like has its roots in tabletop.
Fundamental assumptions are out the window.
Yes, exactly, and like the way that they play it is just very different, and I don't know if that comes from
they haven't been poisoned like us to be like, oh, is this an Assassin's Creed game? It's like Dark Souls.
yeah, exactly.
When you design encounters and bosses with that in mind, it becomes very interesting because you can get away with gimmick fights if you like have the idea that, oh yeah, all my players have a bow they can swap to.
That's the thing you'll see when you go backwards, is you'll see more gimmick fights in earlier games.
Yep. There are a ton of gimmick fights in all of the Souls games, more so than there are in Elden Ring. Like, and even more than that, like fights in most Souls games ultimately boil down to like very simple mechanics. Like it's like, this is a fight where you fight two guys. That's the whole point of the fight, is that it's two guys.
The idea of an intense one-on-one massive skill check boss fight like practically wasn't even in the series until like what's his name? Artorias.
Yeah, the DLC of Dark Souls 1.
Like the DLC of the first game. It is the most recognizable modern boss in the series.
There's a coffin here. Where the fuck does this coffin go to?
None of your business, damn.
I do remember it being there, but I don't remember where it goes.
It's
I
like
think it
before
just
that,
leads back
it's
to
like
Ainsel,
what?
maybe.
Like False
think
King
so, yeah.
Allant isn't like that. Archie
Yeah.
and Smo aren't even entirely like that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. The I would say Ornstein and Smo, False King Alan, and Flame Lurker are like the three most
like,
early Souls
further.
bosses that are closest to a
Flame
modern.
Lurker's a weird experience because so many people's
He's
experience
still-
killing Flame Lurker is kind of cheesing him, just trying to figure
Well-
out how to deal with how he has an infinite health and you
Have
can't
we
seem to
gone-
face off against him.
To the tree over here, by the way. I don't
No,
think everyone has.
we're hanging out at the
No.
boss. Do you want us to come down there?
Yeah, we should do this part first. Because one of the Crucible Knights are down here.
Yeah.
The Siluria, I think, is here. So the reason why. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Flame Lurker. A lot of people's experience with Flame Lurker is cheesing it, and I think that this is like an interesting piece of history that people forgot. People didn't cheese Flame Lurker because it's an easily cheesable boss. People cheesed Flame Lurker because it was the hardest boss ever made up to that point.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that-
he's upsetting.
That was,
You're like,
that
what
was
the-
the
Flame Lurker is one of the first bosses you encounter where you're genuinely like, what do I even do?
Yeah. And it's funny
Because he's the introduction
you probably
of
don't-
Souls
you-
games that have fucking exploding after image attacks and stuff.
There's a good chance if you weren't talking to people online, there's a good chance you got to that point in the game without knowing that iframes exist on rolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Completely.
Like,
Exactly. That's a lot of the struggles having to deal so much of Demon Souls not knowing what the trick was to even playing this franchise. That is like the universal language of everyone talks about. It's like, oh, you just dodge, and people make parodies about it now, and it's just like the thing that people associate Souls games with is the dodge roll, and you probably were trying to block everything at that point.
Yep.
You
It's
probably
just-
already beat Tower Knight by blocking everything.
Yeah. It's very interesting to watch people go back to Demon Souls as well and like try to apply later Souls game logic where those games got more complicated. When like those like Demon Souls, even Dark Souls 1, like those fights are so simple and people overcomplicate them for what they are. And I think Flame Lurker is a really interesting example of this because Flame Lurker is a boss that is just what we consider Souls game fundamentals now. Like every boss is Flame Lurker. There's
and he was back then he was a playthrough defining nightmare boss because everyone else was like Stinkmonger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Leechmonger, like silly fights where you're like it was way more Zelda-y a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Dragon
And, like,
God.
Yeah, puzzle bosses and stuff like that. And like I kind of miss a little bit of that because I do think that that's like a really interesting example of Souls games kind of their core ideology being like themes as mechanics and like themes as fights where it's like, okay, we are
the Dark Souls 2 boss that eats you and rips your armor off.
Yes, exactly. Like simple weird little gimmicks like that like really define how you encounter you deal with encounters, right? Because like the whole logic of that is like, we are presenting a game design problem to you. How are you going to solve it? There is a key, but there are other methods. And like, that's what I think of as the ideology of Souls games. And that's partially why I get so frustrated when people are like, the only true way to play Souls is the solo one-on-one, no magic, only light roll, melee damage only. Because like even more than the whole idea of these games being multiplayer focused and stuff like that, like from their start, I would say even now, like still a majority of these games are not those skill check fights where it's like, how good are your reflexes? Most of them are, how well do you understand this boss? And it's just interesting. It's interesting to see the slow shift that came with that.
It's completely incoherent whenever somebody is like, Dark Souls 2 is still the hardest one, which weirdly comes up somehow. And you're like, oh no, you just started with Dark Souls 1.
Yeah,
right.
People do have a hard time going back to the older games, which I find interesting because again, it's the bosses are much harder in their later titles, but it is that trade-off of
Siluria.
There's no Fume Knight anywhere in Dark Souls 1.
Right.
She's dead.
Let alone Radon.
Yeah.
But yeah, people, some people bounce off the level design though, feeling like the kind of slow, careful progress is really, because people talk about
I did.
Shrine of Storms, the second Shrine of Storms level in Demon Souls as being like a really hard area.
Oh, she killed me, I think. I was healing.
Weird.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Right? Isn't that weird? It's just like
Shrine of Storms is really neat. I'm lost.
It's really neat, and I never really thought of it as a particularly difficult area. It's like, okay, yeah, you have those cramped hallways, and there's the guy shooting
health
laser
came
beams,
back.
and there's like the, you know, but like whatever. I don't know. Like, it's kind of funny to me that
I'm running
people
away.
talk about that as being like a really difficult, challenging experience, and it's just like,
Where
but the
are we at?
bosses from later games
Ah.
are so much harder than all of that.
Yeah. I think about that a lot just because, like, I still think of, or let me rephrase, it's hard to play these games. She's probably glitched because I'm dead. I am seeing her health bar go down, but she
I am
seems
too.
to have a lot more life all of a sudden than she did when I was fighting her.
Yeah, ha 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 hoy.
That's a lot of damage.
I guess the thought that I was trying to approach to is the same way that you put effort into Elden Ring bosses. Like,
Uh-oh.
if you put that effort into the levels of the older Souls games, you won't have a hard time with them. But if you're expecting the levels to be like something just kind of not that hard to get through, and then a challenging boss at the end, you might be surprised when like the level is the real effort. But it's like, oh, just
Yep.
the same way you work towards memorizing boss movesets, like memorize enemy placements in the level, like just like work on that, and it's not hard.
I think the craziest thing about that too, though, is that you get into this weird feedback loop with people like this who are like frustrated because they see the Souls games as, once again, those like 1v1 combat gauntlets where you're just supposed to fight the boss and parry the boss forever perfectly. And like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy parrying the bosses and stuff, but they don't apply that logic to the levels, which are also that. Like, if you're like, people view the interstitial level portions of Souls games, they'll talk about it like, oh, I love the exploration, but then they'll act like the actual navigation of a level is tedious, like it's the bad part of the game.
Right.
When like the bosses are just the levels again, like that's really what they are. So it's just like, I don't know, I think about that a lot, and I feel like there's a fundamental disconnect there that like hasn't been represented enough as people talk about these games.
It's funny because like you get like the Shrine of Amana situation. It's like the level ends with the Demon of Song.
Yeah.
A funny frog you probably beat on your first try.
Yeah.
I think that speaks to something of like my mindset being a little bit different from the fan base in a lot of ways. Is I cannot shut up about how cool the Demon of Song is, and people are like, really, that boss? And I'm like, yeah, because how hard the fight is has nothing to do with like.
It's really neat.
It's just its design is one of the most visually interesting monster designs I've ever seen. I feel like whoever designed that boss, I hope they are in a good position at From Software, because that was some creative fucking shit. Like, to even describe verbally, like, what's the boss design? It's like,
can someone rest at a bonfire for me? Thanks.
I have to find one.
Oh,
have you been dead this whole time?
Yes. Toaster started that boss solo and died.
Oh. Because I died, but I came back and I'm here again.
How do we? Well,
Yeah, because it wasn't a boss for us.
back there.
How do you math?
Oh, does she normally have a health bar?
Yeah, she has a boss health bar.
Oh.
That's why I commented, oh no, her health is back, because when I was fighting her, she had the boss health bar glitch, but then I died and you guys started fighting her and she got her full health bar back on my screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't remember them having a health bar.
Yeah, she does. Let's see, I'm gonna go and grab that item. And then I think we can climb up the tree roots and get a bunch of stuff, and then there's a mausoleum over there we can do real quick. But yeah, I don't know. I think about the Souls games a lot and like the ideas that are represented by them. And I still feel like this is Elden Ring is a little bit different, but like when I think about Dark Souls, like it really does feel like a lot of the ideas that were present in Demon Souls, like Miyazaki and co, even in Dark Souls 2 with Tanimura, a lot of that game is reiterating on and like trying to explore concepts that were laid out in Demon Souls. And that actually gets really far into the series with Dark Souls 3. This is like one of those things about Dark Souls 3 that people don't talk about much. But Dark Souls 3 is actually, like, people will say it's like, oh, it's like Dark Souls 1 revisited. But it's not. Dark Souls 3 is so Demon Souls, it's crazy. Like, there are whole sections of Demon Souls levels that are copy-pasted into Dark Souls 3. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. Like, it's
Fire on the
very
Shrine
yeah, exactly. It's just the Nexus. There's the whole lead up to the like
giant
with the
shockwave
dragon
sword
on
gimmick
it.
boss fight.
Yes, exactly. The shockwave sword gimmick boss fight. Like all of that stuff is just like ideas from Demon Souls come full circle. And so when people like talk about these games as like, oh, like I even feel like people who have only experienced it through Dark Souls aren't seeing the full picture of this series that they like think that they have this like full picture on. You know what I mean?
Demon Souls is a crucial experience to
absolutely
like,
fundamental to these games.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think about that a lot, like it just in terms of like aspects of these games that have been carried over all these years. And Elden Ring is interesting because it is for the first time, it feels like the team that worked on these games stepping away from Demon Souls in a really big way. And like the reason why I say that is because so much of the mechanics of Elden Ring are the truly one-of-a-kind experimental mechanics from the Dark Souls series that just like weren't present in Demon Souls. You have like the very specific bespoke world navigation of like a Dark Souls 2, and by that I mean like things like stealth that were in Demon Souls, but not in the way that they are in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3.
Right,
like
stuff in Demon Souls is putting on a ring.
Putting on a ring, exactly. Yeah. You have jumping like in Sekiro. You have like this very parry-focused combat. Demon Souls, you can't parry any bosses. There's not a single boss that you can parry, I don't think, except maybe False King, but I doubt that. Just like the way, you know, there are smacks of Dark Souls and Demon Souls themes in Elden Ring, like all magic having the same source and like things like that. But those are just
now
ideas
we have more grass than ever.
We have so much grass. It's true. I'm gonna teleport back up to across the roots, I think. Do we want to fight dragon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. You know, there's like there's a whole lot of stuff in this game that comes from these like weird bespoke, I don't know, the experiments that they've always played with and that they've been toying with and trying to find a spot for. So Elden Ring is really the first time genealogically where the series doesn't just feel like Demon Souls. And I think that's a good thing. I like that a lot. But I do think it's interesting when people like are like, oh, I love Elden Ring. It's such a change from you know, the other Souls games. None of these mechanics existed in them, and I'm like, well, actually, like most of Elden Ring's stuff is just an evolution of what was there prior, you know.
Keith, don't move. Is it just me, or does Keith's cape look crazy in this lighting?
It does look very
Is
weird.
it doing
in this
a
lighting.
thing?
It's not doing. It doesn't look weird to me.
It's like super yellow highlighted on the whites for me.
Yeah, I see.
That's funny.
It's my piss cape.
All right.
Piss.
Look at this. It's Godwin. This is Godwin the
Marked by
Golden.
Made a piss.
Look at him. He's a stinky fly man with a fish
I was gonna
tail.
say.
He's
I
a-
don't think I ever looked up here.
Yeah.
Take a bath.
This
No,
is Godwin.
it's a real weird room.
It's the real Godwin. Things aren't happening that should be happening though, which is kind of weird.
No, I think
there
it's,
should
this
be a
is
fight.
fine.
There
You
we
may
go.
now challenge the area boss.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Nothing's gonna change.
No, you may now challenge the area boss.
Oh, we're locked. Oh, we're locked out.
1v1.
Good luck.
Did you guys not
got
follow
him.
me into the arena? You hateful
We
monsters.
did.
We're all, we're all
No,
locked
you
out
went too
slightly
forward.
outside this wall.
We have
my
a
God.
floodgate. We have a.
Oh, we can help.
Ow! What the
We
fuck?
can help him.
Yes! Aggro!
Yes. we can fight through the wall.
Yeah, Toaster, don't fight him at all because then they might fight.
Wow,
Yeah. Well, more of them are going to spawn, so...
Just keep fighting by
Just
the wall.
lead him back to us. Lead him back
Lead
to
him
the
here.
boundary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, so dumb.
Projectiles can't go through, so it has to be close.
This playthrough is so dumb.
Fight me. Fight me.
My weapon
Look,
also
it's
doesn't go
Roger.
Our
It's
friend.
buddy.
His legs are back. Why are
I
you
stole his
and you're
strip.
dressed as him? Yeah.
This is
Come
incredible.
on.
And we also can't lock on, annoyingly. He's fucked.
If he stays aggroed on us, it'll be incredible.
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
he's
over
trying
here.
to shoot you through the wall, so he can lock on. Not that it works.
I can't hit him. Weird. Oh, there we go.
He's getting there. He has become dead.
This is so fun.
Did
Do
you
think
summon a
it's gonna
fake Roger to go with your Roger cosplay to fight Roger?
There's so many of them. It's Lionel and probably. Oh no, these are player. 2 of them are player summons.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh no, Mimic, what are you doing? I summoned you to provide assistance, not do anything else. Ah!
Well, he's gonna
It's okay, my
die.
Mimic will die. It's fine. It's fine. He's fine. He'll be okay.
I don't think my Mimic can aggro.
We gotta get him closer.
I'm gonna knock him closer to you guys.
Let's go.
Oh, dual great axes. Bad build, but it's fine. Ah! Ah!
Death fog is not pleasant.
The wall loves to bounce my attacks back, frustrating me.
My mimic does not help.
Yeah, no.
He's just standing still.
Oh,
Don't die! You're
delayed.
about to die!
No, I'm
Don't
not.
die!
I'm so based and good at this video game. Ah! I like how Dean is helping. Like, he's trying his best.
The trademark toaster squeal. Ow!
People said it's funny when I squeak, and I take umbrage to that. There
I
we
just
go.
hear Buddy coming out.
Hi, guys! I'm Buddy!
Now we can walk in.
This is my Pathfinder character. I'm a
Oh,
drunk.
right.
He's a very upsetting puppet.
How upsetting?
Yes.
The power of friendship will help us get through this.
Drawn by area upsetting.
No, I've seen the drawing. I just have the drawing, and that's it, basically.
Alrighty, we got Fia.
I like how we got Fia's mist as that wall of mist cleared away. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend that was Fia's mist.
That is what it was. You're completely right. All right, I'm gonna talk to Fia.
Tell my
Let's
kids that was
see.
Fia's mist.
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come. What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the Golden Order?
No, I want to be held. I'm lonely.
You are an odd one. I am the guardian
Wait,
of those who live
are we
in
supposed to
death.
select now?
They call
You're supposed to
me
say,
a foul
hold me,
and rotten
please.
witch.
I'm so lonely.
Yet you still wish to be held by me?
She figured out how to multi-hold.
The whole G.
Unable to acquire the blessing. This would exceed the maximum able to be held.
Yeah, there's like no option
Interesting.
after that. Might be
Have
soft
you
lock.
ever
We'll see.
seen
Oh no,
a
okay, the talking
Hallowbrand?
secret.
When the
Yep.
first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwin's Hallowbrand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hold, but there is another Hallowbrand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. When Godwin died, a Hallowbrand scored his flesh, but another exists.
All right, we should have the option to give her the
Another
curse mark of
in the
death
shape
after.
of the half-wheel wound of the centipede, and I must find it before the time comes we receive our Lord. My hands will be dirtied once more by the deed. Will you
Neato.
still let me hold you, even then? This is the other Hallowbrand. How did you... Oh, my utmost thanks. With this, Godwin can take his rightful place as first of the dead and claim a second, illustrious life. You are our true champion. And though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight? If only for a moment. I will soon lay with Godwin, and it will surely stir within me the new life of the Golden Prince, and first dead of the demigods, as the rune of those who live in death. Please, do one thing for
Suffocating
me.
in that pile.
Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne.
All right.
Stay the persecution of
So yeah.
those
Who's
who
now
live in
free, but
death
we are stuck in the
by
eternal lap
becoming
pillow.
our
I think
I'm
once
own
everyone
stepping out.
steps up, I think we maybe. Yeah.
Everyone's getting up now. So yeah, she's gonna fuck a giant fish corpse, and she's gonna have its baby, and that's gonna be the next life of Godwin, I think. So this thing's gross and big and yucky, and it's dying forever, which seems really unpleasant. And apparently when you die, you become a fish. And he was wearing a blue robe. If you look at this, he's like a little mermaid man. But if you look at this, he's wearing like a cool blue robe. And it seems like the cloth gets bigger with him.
It gives the vibe of a weird leftover Bloodborne asset.
He does. He
Just
looks
like
a lot
utterly
like Ludwig.
Utterly strange, like cosmic horror, incomprehensible corpse creature that smells of fish and shapelessness. You're like, you just can't tell what the fuck his deal is. You can't tell where his bits are.
Car, are you able to get up?
It's incredible.
Okay, well.
She won't let me. I'm stuck between her thighs.
I'm gonna be honest. Looking at him now, I've only just now recognized his face for the first time.
Oh
yes,
yeah, it's the face that you keep seeing in the underground.
Yeah, like it's the face from everywhere else. And but I'm only recognizing it now because I've learned that from like lore videos. Until now, every time I looked up at that, I see like some like weird, just unreadable shape. Like his head is like ebrietas or something like that. Like,
oh, it's just tilted sideways.
Yeah, like I correctly identified where the head was, but I couldn't find a face in it. So I thought it was just a weird, fucked up shape thing again.
Yeah. His face is like tilted sideways, and he's like hunched over because we're looking at his chest.
Now that I know to recognize it as like a weird disc.
Yeah, and then his face is tilted sideways, and his hair is like growing out of his face now, like tilted. It's like his face itself is like sloughed off. Yeah, that's him. He's weird looking. He's got a strange head, and he looks like a fish.
He is
My
upsetting.
world's gonna be open. But yeah, weird. He's weird. I don't really know what to think about him. He has one arm crooked all the way over there. All the way up there. It's got like a little claw. It's like a weird little talon arm. And he's wearing, I'm not going to remember his name. Wolnir? Is that right? From Dark Souls 3, the big skeleton?
Wolnir.
He's wearing,
yeah,
he's wearing big...
Wolnir.
Yeah, he's wearing big old Wolnir bangles on his arms. And I feel like maybe Zully has a video like looking at the model or something, but like, I don't know. This is kind of enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to know all the details? I don't think so. I think I'm kind of grossed out, and that's enough.
Why does it look like this? What did it do?
He's spreading. Like he's so the thing with Godwin is
that why has it got fish feet? What the fuck's with the fish legs? What is this shit? What is
so actually this does have stuff. So basically, so Godwin died, but his soul died, but his body is still alive. So it's slowly dying and spreading as his body grows, but it isn't occupied by a soul. And it seems like the crucible is spilling out of him because these are all aspects we see on other like creatures like Misbegotten, which are close to the crucible and are tied to Radagon. So as far as we know, there's just other weird forms of life and death bursting forth from his body as if it's just like an open portal for stuff to grow out of.
Okay.
And she's gonna
weird.
fuck it.
She
is the monster
just
fucker
like,
queen. Respect.
She is, correct.
Where even is genitals on this thing? Does it make genitals? Does it have genitals?
Sometimes all you need is a hole, Andrew.
There's probably a cloaca
sure.
underneath this somewhere.
Or
I don't
multiple.
know.
I'm not here to judge. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay.
You can't pull me in. Nice try.
I have to test something. I need to see if this is how if it's gonna trigger the thing or not.
The way everyone just got Orisa orbed towards her at once.
Yes.
I mean, like, yeah, it's not a matter of judgment. It's just more a matter of concern. Like, is her plan even sound? Can she do what she thinks she's gonna do, or is this just a
Let her
mad
have fun.
woman? I can never tell what is like religious fervor or what is real in these games. Everything feels like it's real until someone says it's not.
Well, so this is a real thing that's happening. So this is her religious fervor, sort of, but she's also like a spirit woman who's like guarding people who are dead. Like, she truly believes that they are the people that will exist and inherit the world. And technically they could be if we become Elden Lord for her. The thing with her is that she was born a deathbed companion, which is like a special religious role. She's like a priestess, basically, who sleeps with corpses and then gives them... She sleeps with people and then sleeps with corpses, and she gives the corpses the warmth of the people that she slept with. That's the idea. And she just happens to have ascended so far that she's able to do that with Godwin. And that's what she did just now. She died. And we get the...
What?
Well, she didn't die, but she's sleeping forever now. And we have the option to enter the deathbed dream, which we are going to do.
A normal place where nothing goes wrong.
Where nothing can possibly go wrong.
Are we all warping?
Yep. Fade into black and less.
And now we fight Fortissax, and this is a fun lore thing. Fortissax was Godwin's dragon friend who entered Godwin's body in an attempt to purge the death from him and bring his friend back. Unfortunately, it didn't work. You can't kill death, no matter how much America and everyone tries. And so Fortissax, the heroic dragon that led to the creation of the dragon cult and friendship with Godwin and all those other things, has been corrupted by the death, and it's not very good for anyone. It's bad for everyone, in fact. Yes.
That instantly killed me.
Not to be
They call him
confused
that
with
because he owns 40
Fortissax.
saxophones. Oh,
I was about to say, where's this Fortissax? I want to see him.
That's what we call me, Johnny Fortissax.
Fortissax is Latin, I think, for strong rock.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sax is the root for rock or stone or something. It might be Old English. I don't remember. I think
I'm
it's
currently
Latin.
whipping his stones.
Yeah, we are beating the shit out of his
Oh,
stones.
spike
Go
the
back to
damage.
this
He
guy.
doesn't like it.
Well, I made his stones bleed.
Rude.
Bloodletting the man's stones.
Stop hitting me. It's impolite.
So yeah, this
Now
is just
stand in my
this is more or less the
explosions.
same rig
Thank
that we
you.
fight with Fortissax, yeah.
Ow! Fire!
They were similar enough that I was like, wait, did we time travel and is this the same boss but at a different time? Because I
No.
couldn't remember exactly what the character's name was from 2 years ago.
I believe Fortissax is the attendant to the stone, because Senna is like the same root as like seneschal,
I am
which is like
Setsuna.
an attendant.
I got an achievement. This is my first time killing that dragon.
Wow! And we got Lich Dragon's Lightning, I think, or Red Lightning or something. It's just a skill. And now, I think Fia's dead, and we're able to pick up the Mending Rune of the Death Prince, which restores death to the lands between. Rune gestated by Fia, the deathbed companion, used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. Formed of the two Hollowbrand half-wheels combined, it will embed the principle of life within death into order. The Golden Order was created by confining destined death. Thus, this new order will be one of death restored. Interestingly, if we rest here, I believe... what's his name? Not Darian. Devin. Devin will be here, and he says slurs on wake up, which is just really bad. The first thing he says is like horrible slurs, which is
he is here.
a shame.
He killed her.
He says the same thing, I think, that what's his name says. The boss, the very first boss of the game, Margit, or not Margit. What's his name? Grafted, Godric. There we go. And then if we refresh again, he's dead. He is, or he's not. No, he is. Someone didn't talk to him, so he's dead. He's alive and dead at the same time. But it's sort of. sort of hinted
I can't talk to
that. Where is it?
Wait, how are there two of them? How come there's two dead bodies?
Because someone didn't.
Well, there's two.
Sorry.
For him, there's
two
he's talking about the
witches.
two Fias. Yeah.
Yeah, because someone
Yeah.
didn't actually talk to her or touch her on the last interaction before this spawn. So now there's two of them, like how there's two spirit tuner girls in co-op. So here it's a sword forged by compounding silver and gold, a sacred weapon to hunt those who live in death, deals holy damage. The inseparable twins found solace in the Golden Order, the only institution not to revile them as accursed beings. I don't think we got the dialogue for it, but there is a line of dialogue that's, I think, supposed to play here that heavily hints that Darian and Devin are accursed because they are the sons, the twin sons of Fia herself. I think that, or of a deathbed companion. They were born of death. But yeah, now their story's done, and we've done this, and now we've got another ending. We've done 2 ending requirement sessions so far.
Hell yeah.
Which is a big, cool deal. So good for us on that front. Let's go back to the Grand Lift of Dectus and take the Grand Lift of Dectus up.
Now we can do everyone's favorite ending, making people die again.
My favorite ending, the Dung Eater ending, where everyone eats dung.
What?
That's not my favorite ending. It's not my
Ending with the
favorite
poop.
What is that?
Let's see. Grand Lift of Dectus is right here. It's a big part of the map as far north as we have gotten. That is where the map cuts off.
There it is.
Above the lake.
So many pips. Game is so big. Get a toaster. Keep it together.
All right, everyone. We're halfway done with the video game. Are you ready for another half of the video game?
Are you ready for the zones to get better and then worse?
Is it right here? It's here. We must hoist the medallion. Everyone stand
Hoist
on
the
this.
medallion.
Hold on, we're
Only a
almost
couple
there.
of us are here.
Also, I remember this. Okay.
And I think this will
wait,
just
we're
activate an
missing one
elevator.
person.
These are
I
some of
don't
those
remember where
moments
the
where it's like,
elevator
thank God
starts.
I'm thorough, because I would have been really confused how to proceed otherwise.
Yeah, I
remember
think
if
I
I-
do remember getting stuck here originally.
I don't remember if I ever needed to find any of the medallions.
What's his name tells you to
No.
find them anyway. Gideon.
Yeah, I
He'll
just
be
didn't know
like,
there's
find
a
the
second
medallions.
elevator.
Go to Altus.
I would assume more that'd be interesting to watch them like. It's hard to watch a totally uncontaminated playthrough because even if someone on YouTube like says they're doing a blind playthrough, you don't know what they saw in the comments, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like more people would find the do the magma worm and go up that way through the precipice or whatever in a blind playthrough. I would assume that's how most people would get up here and just like sidestep this, but I don't actually know.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I feel like that's the more organic outcome. It's easy to find the precipice path.
There's even a Millicent thing there. You can summon her for a fight.
Oh.
I feel like
Like
I have
they
a weird
give you a side
relationship.
path to like avoid this, but it feels like the side path is the actual easier main path for most players, I would assume.
We're up
looking
here.
I feel like I have a weird relationship with like there even being multiple paths or unlockable paths and so on throughout games like this, or even the concept of secrets and optional things, because it's just like I am just going to zigzag up the map and do literally everything. So I will find all 4 entrances to this level, and none of them will be. I won't even necessarily remember one of them as being the real one or whatever, because the idea that it was gated will no longer be meaningful. Just like how I actually can't. I struggle to tell you what the critical path is through most From Software games because I just do all of the bosses.
Forward.
Like I know you don't have to go into the goofy caves, but beyond that, I'm like, which my strategy sometimes for looking up the critical path for games is looking up a
Yeah, we want to go down here.
a glitchless speed run.
Oh,
because the milestone of the timestamps of the glitchless speedrun will be the actual mandatory part of the game that you have to do. And I'm like, oh, that's the critical path. Okay. I played this game for like 200 hours, and not very little of that time was spent thinking, what do you have to do in this game?
Yeah, I kind of just treated it like a single player MMO, and it's like, okay, I'm doing everything I see.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a stupid fight, but we're gonna do it because it's really easy. I said that right before I fought this boss, and I like almost killed him and then got ganked because I wasn't looking at my health, and then it took me 4 more tries to beat him because I'm an idiot. In my single player playthrough. I can't believe we're finally back in business.
It'd be
It's
funny
been
if
a
we
while.
get locked out of the fog wall again. No.
All right. And now I immediately take
fire.
this.
Nope.
Oh, there's
Stuck
a
on the
worm. There's a
ground.
worm that's in the boss
Stuck
fight with
on
us
the
for some reason.
ground.
2 of you guys are just spinning around on the ground, kneeling.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's
Yeah, we're
so
stuck.
many worms. Why are there worms here? They're not supposed to be here.
We're the designated handicap.
No, I think you're the designated soft lock.
It's fine.
Can I
We're
walk
giving you
outside of the
emotional
boss
support.
fog?
So the worms
Oh
aren't
my god, there's no fog wall.
So the worms aren't supposed to be here.
Let's
Okay.
go.
We're in the dark dimension. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Okay, don't
Explore.
do anything.
New
We're
speed
gonna
run.
explore. This is gonna be fun. I hope
We're
you
gonna
guys
go through-
enjoyed just
Are you gonna go
Yeah.
through the cave while in the dark dimension, or are you gonna go back up?
It's
too?
time
I'm gonna
to
try
beat.
to walk up.
It's time to beat
I mean-
nighttime Millennia.
Yeah, let's see. Nighttime Millennia. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I think the map geometry is different. I think they make it so that the path isn't exactly here. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll have to see. How far
There's
does this
enemies.
render?
There are enemies out here.
We have anal beads slowly crawling towards us.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's
It'll
got
be
an
fine.
eye.
Yeah,
We're gonna get gimped.
I think the
This is
normal
crazy.
the normal enemies are out here.
Yeah, they followed us. They followed us into the fog area for some reason.
Yeah, but like beyond that point, like
Yeah.
Oh, he
the
ignored
world's-
us. He doesn't
the world
even care.
the world out here is just
What the fuck?
populated. Hello, funny goat.
This fucking rules.
Damn.
This is hella sick.
If I die in the video game, do I die for
Can I summon
real?
my horse?
You do. It actually, they will kill you. Miyazaki will kill you. This is crazy. This is like the most terrifying version of Elden Ring, where there's no skybox and all the colors are fucked up.
Oh
Is
god,
the
siege-
world
I
mirrored?
I found siege weapons.
Things feel different now. I'm gonna sit at this bonfire and see what happens.
It's your game's gonna uninstall.
It's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna corrupt my hard drive. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Touch grass. Let's do
Activated
this.
Altus Plateau. Nothing's
God.
gonna change.
Oh god,
my
I did
world.
it. I did it. Is anyone else able to?
I'm here with you.
Nope.
I followed you
We're
up the
still
whole
here.
way.
Okay, I'm gonna banish everyone and then see if I can
Wait,
summon.
wait.
Too late.
No, I'm activating a bonfire.
I like the way your
I ran
hat
all the-
flops when you unsummon.
I ran all the way to the Elden
I'm s-
Seed.
You ran all the way to the Elden Seed.
I don't remember what they're called.
What?
Was it a
I
minor
found-
herb tree?
Yeah, the.
Oh well, it's
I
fine. You
found
can
a-
just rejoin
I
my
found a-
world.
I
and
found an
the
Estus
world's,
level.
The world's dark. We can all go back there together.
Now this is the real Dark Souls.
This is insane.
The true Dark Souls
Oh, it
experience
stayed
begins
dark for
here.
you?
Yeah, it's dark for me. My world's open. You guys can join.
Dark Lindell.
This is crazy. What's
we were-
happening?
Man.
This is so fucked.
I'm
It's
excited.
gonna be like
I'm
when
gonna-
we fought Radon and you guys had
We're
to
gonna-
hack your saves.
We're gonna get invaded by the Dark Moon Covenant.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
This shit's crazy. There's supposed to be a boss fight happening. What's going on?
And the Dark
You got
Lindell
lost.
Saga.
It's not
Traffic,
dark.
man.
It's not dark for you all?
No.
And I think
No,
that's
that's
a
regular.
local shader that's just applying on your end.
Yeah.
The world
We're-
is regular.
We are. I
I
am
turned it back to
deeply
regular.
in the dark dimension right now.
Can we
Damn it.
wait? Can we
Yeah,
go
we're outside of
activate
it.
the jail?
Yeah, let's try to activate it
Again?
again.
Yeah,
let's
sure.
try
I
activating
can't
it.
ride my horse, so it's gonna take a while.
Toaster's
No,
graphics
we
just
need to
turn
because you.
off.
I think you activated it last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's our turn.
Should I just stay back here and see what happens? I know.
Yeah.
I think I need to be
Sure.
within the ring for it to activate, though.
Oh yeah.
Or it'll body slam you again.
I don't want to lose this. I want to see what the fucking Erd tree looks like this.
It's okay. You can simulate this by just going outside with sunglasses next week.
No, I want to do it in Elden Ring.
We're gonna make you go outside, and it's gonna be awful.
You'll get to meet Toaster's parasol.
Yeah, you guys get to meet my best friend, my umbrella. I actually don't know if I have one right now. I might need to buy a new one because I think it broke on the Disney trip.
I'm just reminded of like the 10 years in X-Men where Jubilee was a vampire, so she just went around with a parasol outside. The subsequent writers didn't want to deal with that, so they just gave her a parasol.
All right.
So goofy. Never heard of that.
Goodbye, my fun Dark World glitch. Yeah, we're in the Everjail now. It's gonna happen.
Why am I on my horse? You can be on your horse in the boss mode.
No.
Okay. Ow!
Godfroy the Grafted.
Go to Froy the Grafted. This is the point where even I'm like, all right, come on.
They're just memeing Rilana and Renala, Godfrey, and Godfroy.
This is definitely like the naming thing, like pushed to its absolute limit.
Yeah,
ridiculous and hilarious.
What the fuck are they doing?
It's just crazy because he is also just Godric. Like he doesn't have like a hugely different model. I think his leg might be slightly different, but I could be wrong about that. This is just Godric.
It's a completely different
name.
character with a completely different history. Just happens to have the exact same series of crafted things on them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. He doesn't have the dragon arm.
Yeah.
But that's basically it. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we got the Godfrey icon from Godfroy. Oh no, the pretty skybox is back. What they take from me. Look what they stole from us. Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything else to do over here? I don't remember what the Godfrey icon does. Enhances charge spells and skills. Okay, that's not bad. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Godfrey raises charge attack power of sorceries, incantations, and skills. Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. When he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Sarash upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. That's it. That's all we got. That's everything. We're done with Altus Plateau now.
Oh.
I'm gonna teleport back over here. I'm so sad that I lost my terrifying night sky. Now it's rainy. Ugh. Alright, we do have a few places we need to go. One of them is right up here to the left.
You're going through that cave?
No, I'm gonna go talk to Millicent.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I can finally get pest threads.
You can finally get pest threads. There's a revenant right here, I think. No, it's a demi-human queen. That's fine. We'll be fine. Or like a demi-human warrior.
One day Ka will be a demi-human queen.
Ah!
That's a good drag name, actually.
The demi-human queen.
Yeah.
It's giving subhuman. It's giving no rights. It's giving injustice.
It's leaving no crumbs.
I don't know what that means. You've lost me again.
It's widening the corridors and adding more lanes.
Oh. I thought you were being a sassy gay again, like an uneducated, incapable sassy gay.
He's bringing uninterrupted prosperity, Toaster.
Yeah, exactly. I'm following now.
So I found the blonde lady.
Yeah.
I've never seen her before here, so it startled me.
At Decus? Did you kill her?
Lady.
No, I'm not attacking her. I found her. She's here.
Yeah, she's waiting at the elevator. She told us she would wait for us.
No,
and she's
no elevator.
What?
I'm by Erdtree Gazing Hill, Grace. Next to where I unlocked this Grace, and there's a seed here, and she's here.
Oh yeah, she is right there. She moves there right after going to the elevator. If you meet her at the elevator, she's like, "Hi, I'm here." Hi. And then she'll walk over to the Erdtree Gazing Hill. She is right over there. Yes, she's a nice lady.
Wait. Am I in the wrong spot?
Near
She
the
has
Lux
good
ruins.
fan art.
I'm in Bratton boss. What boss?
Raya's fun. She's a reference to a character from a book, I think.
The poor posture.
Yes. And Millicent is up here too. Yep, Millicent is right here. Where the fuck are you guys? Because I don't know.
I didn't even reference
exact
the right
location.
song. I meant to do Short Skirt Long Jacket, but I did Comfort Eagle because Comfort Eagle's my favorite song.
Here she is.
I saw that live with
Hello.
Andrew.
Good.
We did. Was that the one at the school?
Yep, he gave someone a tree.
Yeah. He did give someone
I
a
can't
tree.
talk to her. It's
I've
not
been
letting me
waiting.
talk.
I'll talk to her.
I've been
it's okay.
waiting for
You
you.
had the stuff
I know you
of
had the stuff of champions.
I hereby
invite you to the volcano manor.
Take my hand
Take my hand
and have
audience with my mistress.
Say
Hey.
not now.
Oh, not now?
Yeah, because it will teleport us to the volcano
Oh,
manor.
okay.
Very well. Speak to me once again when you are
You
ready.
will find me here.
You will find
Yep.
me here. In this descript location you will easily find
God.
again.
Well,
know,
Damn,
it's,
that's some bad
The
scoliosis.
hill in the
Are you
shadow.
okay, girl?
well, it
Get
is
a
important
spine.
because the camera does point us here, and there's a big grace and a golden tree, and
Yep.
Millicent is right up here.
Oh.
You might say
Oh, this
she has
is
too much
this is
spine.
one of the hardest to spot Millicent locations. On
She's
a
just right
random
here.
ledge over here.
On a dead-end ledge that points straight at the third tree.
Yeah,
next
but
to a bunch of things you're
she's
supposed to look
tiny
at.
and blends in. I went here multiple locate times without ever seeing her.
Oh.
Ah, we meet again. In truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The scarlet rot has stilled since last we met. As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle. Now I'm tracing the path Melina took, after unleashing the power of the Scarlet Rot during her battle with General Radahn in the Caelid Wilds. I should like to meet her. This vanished woman. I think she's in the north. In the lands
So
that
she
lie
talks to
beyond
us
the
about
Oak Tree.
following Millennia's path up to the Halig tree.
Now,
But we need to help her get a
I'm
prosthetic.
tracing-
Yo.
There is one other NPC, I think, for us to try and talk to, but we need to get the map, and I think he's standing right next to the map. So let's go over to the map.
I'm so happy that the markers work again. That is,
Yeah.
Genuinely helpful.
yeah.
There's some stuff in this camp down here. I think there's also an omen in down here, maybe.
Yeah,
I wish
do-
my
do you wanna
friends
fuck
could give
up
me
the
quest
scam?
markers in real
Yeah.
life.
Oh my gosh.
It optimized
They
so
can.
much.
That was the whole point of augmented reality. It was
Yeah,
like,
like Google Glass could do that.
Google
shit.
Glass and
Yeah.
shit. It was like putting your GPS on your face and
That
letting
was
your
a
friends
funny thing when happened
geotag.
when I visited Riker in Boston. His first reflex when I arrived on the plane was to just give me waypoints in real life, and I was like, I didn't know Telegram did this. I know Telegram
Yeah, you could just send
like you could just
pinpoints.
send people GPS coordinates on Telegram and just in real time see both of you approaching that location via
They got
tracking and everything. I'm like, what?
There's multiple
Google
chests
does that too.
here, including the Great Shield Talisman in case anyone wants to run a shield build.
Nah, I'm not strong.
Like,
enough to
like
do a
obviously I
shield
know
build.
what Google Maps is and stuff as a concept, but like I've never seen that specific kind of thing happen outside of like Pokemon Go.
Just
never
wait
seen
till
it-
you
I've
learn
never
to
seen it
find
applied-
my friends.
I've never seen it applied usefully.
Google Maps has a lot of weird third-party features in it.
Immediately,
that
I was like,
it doesn't
"Oh,
talk about.
I get it. This is an adult that's organized and accomplishes things, and I'm somebody who sits
What?
at my computer all day. I'm not ready
I
for
think
this
it's just
world."
somebody. I just don't think you know how an application works. That's okay. Have you ever needed that for any other reason?
Probably.
Well,
Pop, pop, pop.
There are some graves I think we can get to. We want to do
what are
basically
these ghosts? What are these
What do you
ghost
mean?
banners?
They're ghost banners. They're banners that were there for so long they became ghosts. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. That's 100%
I know.
serious.
I know. We already
Yeah.
talked about the
What?
gravestones in the DLC that did the same thing.
The gravestones that lasted so long that they
Bach.
died. Yeah. Don't talk to Bach yet. Yeah, whatever you do, do not talk to Bach.
Don't fuck Bach.
Come talk to Bach.
Because we don't want to move him. Instead, we want to talk to Corhyn, a character that is important, that is right here next to the map. People complain about not seeing him, but he is next to the map.
No, I did not miss Corhyn. He was right there.
Right here. People complain about missing him all the time. He's right here.
I got his quest all the way to the bridge, but then I never
can't
found
talk to
him with
I
Sunface,
never realized
Sunflower
he
Man
was
again.
blonde. I thought he had a head wrap.
Nope, he blonde.
He has a bunch of hair wrapping his head. That's blonde.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, you're right.
About the noble gold mask. Okay. I think that's all. I don't think he has any. Oh, he does. He has incantations out the wazoo. I don't need any of them, but you guys can buy them if you want to. And then we also got the map. So it says the Altus Plateau, where the Erd Tree's base can be found, contains the royal capital of Leyndell to the east and Mount Gelmer to the west. Scars from the shattering remain apparent to this day. We also have the Deeproot map, which says at the very depths of the Erd Tree's majestic roots lies
What's
the
that
source
dog
of the
doing?
Insol and Shofra rivers. Here, too, begins the network of great tree roots that spread through the lands between. Great tree is actually a mistranslation.
Are you watching my stream, Illusory?
No, but I'm guessing how ridiculous your stream probably looks.
Yeah, there's just a dog head bobbing on the bottom of my screen. Like, uh-huh.
Did you step
Okay.
away from your computer for a second and walk back to that?
I looked at
Did I-
Twitter.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what happened because you didn't react at first. Then
I just
heard
looked
you.
back. I just see a bobbing dog head on my screen.
There's a tree nugget over here if we need it.
Tasty.
I don't remember what they're called. Seeds. Golden seeds. That's what they're called.
Hot tree nuggets. Give me them dank nugs.
Nosh on that tree nugget.
The Erd
I've been trying to get through my backlog of interacting with No Way Home or No Playing Games fan art, but just like in the downtime of when Toaster explains lore. So I pivot to my phone periodically
I feel
to do my job.
very loved and respected.
I'm listening,
I'm
if that makes you
listening.
feel
It's just the
better.
part where I don't have to fight things or follow you. So I'm like, okay, I can get through the other stuff that I'm doing.
Listening does not require fingers.
It's no playing games. It's for you too.
I know. I'm teasing. It's called teasing. I got the Amber
No,
Starlight
we're
down here.
fighting now.
It says, if the stars command our fates, then amber-hued stars must command the fates of the gods. Such is the belief that inspired the use of these shards to prepare a most special draft. I should have turned this into Celavis, because it would have given me a talisman that gives me plus 10% spirit or
Sacramental
magic
bud.
damage, which would have given me an extra 1,500 damage on my full explosions with Nebula, but
The sacramental
can't win
bud
'em
is
all.
when Illusory lands on the trip, and I hand him a beer.
got him. This is a statue of Melina and Mikola. Look at that little baby Mikola. He's the tiny one that we saw in the memory, which is notably very different from the adult Mikola that we fought. So if people needed more evidence that Mikola did in fact age,
I
Here you
thought you were
go.
gonna. I thought you were gonna go in a different direction with that, Keith, and I was gonna say
Yeah.
like, "Geez, I'm not that big of a pothead." like,
Yeah.
Damn.
I would give him a
Welcome to
little bit,
California. Here's your government-assigned weed.
but When Illusory has, it's gonna be Sacramental Bud time.
Sacramental Bud. Am I right, brothers?
I
boy.
don't think about weed slang that much. I just think about garbage beers that I would never buy.
That was
Why?
back in St. Louis.
Don't
because
worry,
it was
just
an
thinking about
acre.
weed.
you're never at risk of me handing you a Budweiser.
It felt weirdly like patriotism back in St. Louis. Like, you don't drink the local beer, you get out. Because that was a local beer. We had the Anheuser-Busch factory there.
Oh, weird.
Drink
Alright.
other beer.
So we have a few things we could do.
Ooh, flasks.
We could go down here to do. We could go to the tree there, We could go to this cave. We could go down here. Or no, we can't. That's not where I thought it was. I'm dumb. We could go over here to fight the Falling Star Beast. I'm just putting stuff on the map. We could go up here to my favorite location in the game that I will not shut up about if we go there. The most important location in the game for the sake of this playthrough. Let's do that. I put 3 things on the map. I think that's a good order of things to do.
I can't believe that putting points into dexterity is still increasing my damage by more than 1.
All right, so we're going to the minor Erdtree first, number 1.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. Bach, we don't have the pate we need, I don't think, right? I should have just dropped it and given it to myself.
There's that cursed tweet recently with Bach, image of Bach saying Bach Tua on that Elden.
Bach Tua.
It was just like, good. Oh my god.
No.
Corrupted.
No.
People in my chat are talking about hacking Elden Ring to give me my Eternal Night shader that I want. If you're a programmer, don't do that. Learn how to decompile Nintendo 64 games using the Nintendo 64 decompile tool. And
very transferable skills.
Make me a...
Ooh, I'm about to
you're dead.
You just really want a Legacy of Darkness recompilation.
Exactly. I want a Legacy of Darkness recomp. The thing is that the tools are easy to use. I just am not a programmer and don't know how to compile stuff. So I would do it myself. But I don't know how to use CMake. So
I know the Elden Ring.
You just got to hire horror
tool
buttons.
I have made by that guy Otis Freecam or whatever. I forget his name is. It does have like lighting settings. I don't recall if one of them turns the world that dark though. I'd have to play with it.
It's like literally like they just deleted the skybox, which was sick.
Yeah, I'll have to see if that's like a setting you can get to with the Freecam.
Even
thing.
stuff like that feels like moments like going to the old Firelink Shrine in 3.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, welcome to the Void version.
The back in time version.
A lot of contextless spoilers for COD that will not stick.
Nope. Absolutely.
Oh no, yeah, none of this.
Like, what the fuck is one of these words?
Oh, merchant.
People in my chat are telling me that it's easy. So now what I tell you is if you want to do me a favor, learn how to recompile.
Yeah, hurry, do it. It's Toaster's birthday months ago.
Do it for his birthday.
Toaster was born once, I promise.
You have until October 20th, which is when I'll probably be playing Legacy of Darkness.
The only thing stuck in my mind about Dark Souls is the design of the old Iron King because I featured him in my book series.
Interesting.
Ah, very interesting.
What's this guy have? He's got receipts. He's got an outfit. He's got a lot of arrows. He does lightning bolts. He has a bazillion lightning bolts. Convenient.
Lightning bolts.
Stones, shields. All right. I bought everything.
It's funny calling it a lightning bolt.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's humorous. I do believe that joke is quite humorous. Let's see.
Well, humorous. That joke is inaccurate. Did one of you go running down the bridge?
Yep.
No.
There is a tree at the bottom of the bridge, I think. Or maybe that's near Raya Lucaria, I don't remember. There's stuff here, though. I believe this is actually where you end the gold mask quest. Question mark, I think? I don't remember exactly. I'll have to
Maybe, I think eventually.
But there's worm faces
The struggle is you have to find him
here.
at the arena to progress it at some point. I never found
And
that
then the
location, so I
astrologer's
failed the
bridge.
whole quest. Yay.
Don't do
There
that.
we go. Would you love me if I were a worm?
Yes.
That's what I think of when I see these guys. I honestly
Wait,
think...
what kind of worm?
Oh, like a
worm on a
wormy-
string.
Yeah.
Like an earthworm?
That's what I needed to be a redeem, is a 100,000 point redeem to turn me into a worm on a string.
I can do that.
How related are these guys to the other similar skeleton creature from the DLC?
Oh, what do you mean?
The alien worms. Men.
Not. These guys are sick.
Not leeches.
Lampreys.
I think they're using
They
the
are
same.
pretty sick.
I think they're using the same animation skeleton.
They are not. They are very different. These guys are worm faces. They're sick. They're just sick people, which is sad. But they puke a lot, and they put stones in front of trees, and they gather.
Face.
And technically, we're right in front of, like, we're above the depths. I think maybe I don't remember. Oh, I forgot about that. I got wormed.
Yeah, dying to the death meter's bad.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Oops, that's my bad.
This is such like a Dick Tracy character name.
Yeah.
Worm
face.
They call him Open Face because he only eats open face sandwiches.
Oh, worm face.
Okay, grabbed by Wormface.
There we go.
I should put the
Nice.
Dick Tracy movie on movie nights. That is a fucking trip.
Yes, yes. Do that on a week where I can be there, which is normally like that. I would normally, again, this has been like a weird like end of summer fall for me where I've been freakishly busy on the weekends, but yeah. Normally I would be a lot more open on Fridays, so I will probably in the future be at a lot more of those movie night things. But
I'm dead. Bonfire me.
In a different timeline, this playthrough's probably over by now.
Yeah. This week is Castle of Cagliostro, and I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, so that's yeah, that would be something nice to see.
Where's the bonfire? Anybody bring him back?
You might need to teleport.
It's pretty close. We can get there.
The movie nights have put me on a funny outcome where I've now seen the last 2 Agatha Christie movies, but I've never seen the first one.
They're not really that closely related, so you're probably fine.
It's just they just share one main character that has a collective arc a little bit.
Of him getting progressively sadder each movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna die. I'm about to die.
That's important.
Oh, I can't believe. Ooh, that was really close. Almost
Yeah,
got
they don't have
Wormface again.
11 characters.
This little
Wait,
area has like a lot of little things in it. It's got like 75 micro interactions all in this one space.
Yeah. We could follow this guy.
We'll have to be really like specific. Methodical. That's the word I'm looking for. English is super hard, guys. It's difficult when you don't speak English to speak English.
The amount of like text notifications in a row, just like this person has died, this person's activated this. It just kind of kept going. It's funny.
There is a Stake of America.
Oh, he's
there.
back.
Huh.
I was gonna revive him.
Too slow.
Loser.
I'm so hungry. How are we gonna do this? What are we gonna do? There's like a whole bunch of shit. There's like a shitload of stuff here, including I think another demi-human queen fight, and there's a rise around here. Yeah, there's a worm face right here and some slugs. They use like really weird ornate wood things. That's weird. I've never looked at that. They look like they're using like a fancy table leg to attack, but they're not. Oh, Deathblight. I'm gonna die again, probably. No, I'm not. I'm fine.
It just read as like, I'm gonna start
It won't
listing
let
the
me interact with
things
this.
that are in the room.
There's a worm.
There's some slugs.
There's some slugs. That is exactly what I was doing. Correct.
There are some walls and some ceilings. Wait, just one ceiling.
All right, we did Worm Boy.
Oh, I forgot about these weird ghosts.
Let's go over to.
Deactivate him,
The candelabra
unfortunately.
ghosts.
I've put another marker on the map. Let's do number 1 next instead of doing 2, and then we'll work our way over to 2 because there's a rise here and we have to do some stuff.
Sure.
So it's worth doing.
Heading to 1.
I'm so happy that the map markers work again. What a joy, right?
That is rather baller.
Yeah, it's incredibly based.
Never take them away.
Guys, I'm so hungry. I'm dying. Help.
We have to cite our sources. That was Red vs. Blue, Season 3, Episode 49, The Best Laid Plans.
Is that really the episode?
Yes.
Glad. That's in the memory.
Uh-huh. Instead of Mythbusters.
Yep.
I registered my YouTube account that I still use and is now my career for the purpose of watching Red vs. Blue because it was age gated.
So we gotta touch.
They said fuck.
We gotta touch the Phantom Crests. They gave us a little mappy.
We completely forgot about this. That's so funny.
Yeah, we have to touch the little crests that appear with the little map that they gave us. I know where they are, I think. So we don't actually need to do much work. But also, maybe you guys can do it because it's a fun exercise for you all.
It's a fun activity.
It's a fun activity. It's like a friendship bonding thing that you guys are doing.
I've got another one over here.
Am I stupid?
We've got the ghost walk.
Why is one so far away?
These ghost imps.
And yeah, now imps spawn because it's like we're being hunted by imps, which is fun.
It's impossible.
I once inserted the Best Laid Plans into the intermission of a presentation that I had to give in class. Oh, this thing's glowing. Otherwise, it's glow. Oh, this rock's glowing. There it is. Found a thingy.
Yay! Yeah, interact with
Touch
it.
it.
That should be the last one.
Touch it.
I think.
We did it.
Because we had to do a presentation that lasted an entire class period, and so as part of the padding, I put that in as the intermission, and only fully realized the level of cringe that was once it started playing to a classroom of people.
Woo! Wait, you watched? You had to. Every student had to do a presentation that lasted the length of the class.
Each group did at least, yeah. Like we had to do a full class presentation, and I put that in the middle as an intermission. And you know when you try to show one person a video and you realize that they don't think it's funny? Yeah. You ever tried showing an entire class of near strangers a thing that you like?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Was this in college?
Fucking miserable.
I was 17. It was like junior, but it was like I seared it in my brain as one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me. And to me, I mean by me.
My only comparable story is reciting the lyrics to the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny to someone in class until I realize that everyone else has gotten silent and is watching me, and my only reaction is just continue, but louder.
Okay, but that rules.
My story gets worse though, because I also couldn't figure out. I did the whole presentation using WoW Model Viewer because I didn't want to present in person, so we recorded it with and we had 3D characters, like we were VTubing it essentially using WoW Model Viewer videos, and it was done in Windows Movie Maker, but I couldn't figure out how to render the video. So the only way to play the presentation that I could find was to carry my entire computer into the class and play the video via by just playing it on the timeline of the video editor instead of a rendered video. So everyone's gathered around just a computer screen instead of like a TV that I was supposed to be on, because I didn't have a way to sit on the TV.
It up to the projector.
Yeah, what do you mean?
At the time, I didn't know of any way to do that because I was like winging it. This is all unproven technology for me at this age, let alone whatever the fuck was actually there.
The least tech-savvy, technologically employed person.
Yes, well, I also wasn't technologically employed. I was 17, but yeah, but I have never. When Dan Olson tears into the angry video game nerd for all of his fucked up solutions for stuff and his career that he does to make like fucked up camera holds and everything,
we have to do this part.
I've never related more to anyone than the angry video games nerd's fucked up solutions for all of his hacked together things because he doesn't know what he's doing.
I get it.
It was so beautifully
is this the evil dog?
This is Eleonora.
I think the evil dog was here though.
There might be an evil dog here, but Yura is here, and this is how we get the potion. Oh well, we beat Moog though, or we beat.
I never saw any of
Moog,
this.
so never mind.
You must not forget though, those who partake in dragon.
Wait, did you just fall on the ground?
He's serving.
He's giving me a monologue from the beginning of the game.
Uh-oh.
He's talking about Dragon Communion. Who didn't speak to him? Oh no. Well, it's fine. We don't need...
it Andrew?
No,
Probably.
I did.
It probably was someone.
I see him right now. He's talking to me about stains and swords and shit. I don't know.
Oh, he's talking to you about what he's supposed to be talking about? Because then we'll get invaded, which is what we want.
Yeah, he is, but he's laying on the ground.
Yeah,
standing up when I came here.
Yeah, he's standing up because one of us didn't talk to him back on the lake.
He just died.
Yeah, he died, which is good. We want that because he was just killed.
For me, he was laying down the whole time, but he was talking about Dragon Communion.
Yeah, same. This is what we want.
For me, he was laying down, but not talking at all. So,
so this, I will explain for the audience who are watching who didn't get to have the dialogue. He's here and he's like, come on, Eleonora, I knew that you wouldn't, like, you're the best of them. You wouldn't need to blah, blah, blah. There's a bloody fingers. This is his love. This is his girlfriend that he chased here to try and deconvert her, de-radicalize her from the death cult. And she killed him. And we get, obviously, her pole blade. Her mastery of the sword was such that her onslaught was likened to a whirlwind, but now her legacy is stained by accursed blood. She's from the land of reeds. And she also drops a purifying crystal tear. It says, can be mixed in a flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction purifies the curse from Moog, Lord of Blood's terrifying rite of blood. This allows you to survive his, like, curse when he goes, like, nihil, nihil, nihil. It doesn't do damage to you if you do this. Otherwise, you just have to pay the Estus tax. And he also drops a washing pole, the Nagakiba. This is his big-ass, long katana.
I missed this entire part of his quest because I didn't know you could go past the glyph on that one bridge. I thought it was a wall.
Well,
at launch, there was a bugged dog here. Oh, there it is, yes. But he's been fixed. His like lunge forward attack would reset on the first frame, so he would do the full damage of the attack every frame and kill you instantly.
Yeah. I remember that guy.
I thought you were gonna say because it resets that he just like launches forward in a straight line forever. Like.
Oh no, yeah, he'll just fuck you up. Zilly has a video about it, and I think it does literally like 2.2 million damage a second. Like it's just crazy.
That's extremely funny that just one random bugged dog in addition to the other random bugged dog. The one that just doesn't go hostile.
Mm-hmm.
Just the funny little guy.
A lot of bug dogs in this game.
I guess, I don't remember if it was ever confirmed or not, but I think it seemed like people were relatively sure that it was just a bug and not supposed to be a random friendly dog.
I think Zilly has a video about that too.
Yeah, it seems interesting to me that they spawn variants of the same enemy with different AI like that. Like when we were fighting the spider scorpions in the DLC, some of them have the AI to just use rollout. That's all they do. Yeah.
In that case, it's like seems really specific, but in other cases, it also feels like it's just like they edit a specific enemy just because of like really like hacked together like QA of just like this thing happens if that happens. Okay, we'll fix it here, and they'll just like do a quick change on one enemy and change something about them, but sometimes it's like some of them are more broken because of that or something.
All right,
or worse, they might copy paste a customized enemy to somewhere else, not knowing that it was the specifically changed one, and then it just gets weirder. That wolf jumped off a cliff. So my story gets worse.
Yeah, keep going.
It got so bad the wolf jumped off the cliff.
No, my story still gets worse. So like. So I did this shitty thing where we made video game characters and VTubed our video presentation of the Scarlet Letter, which is also a book we didn't read. We cliff notes it because it was too boring. It was too boring to read. It hurt to read.
Did you do that just because of the Scarlet Brotherhood? Is that what gave you the idea? Did you use the WoW models for them?
No, not specifically, but no, it's because I was just playing WoW already.
Cringe.
I was just playing WoW a lot already, and I used WoW Model Viewer and Photoshopped and so on to make like signatures for people, my guildmates on their forums and stuff, using like their character and a bunch of like spell effects to like create a background.
This is a skill I have. I can use it for school.
Yeah, I was applying things creatively or trying.
You're underground.
There's a miracle for you.
But this led to the nightmare scenario, which is that I'm showing people a shitty.
Yeah, the entrance is blocked.
A shitty, poorly written, inauthentic book report on the Scarlet Letter that only half of our group members even worked on, and it was done via a computer that everyone had to huddle around. That randomly started playing Red vs. Blue in the middle.
This is so incredibly cursed. I love it.
Yeah, so we got our grades, and we got like an 82, and the people that didn't help with the project got like a 75 or something. Because because half of our group literally didn't contribute or do anything whatsoever. So despite it being a whole chunk of the class, it was only 2 of us that did anything.
Contribute to this project that it sounds like you just made entirely by yourself in your basement?
Because we were antisocial and shitty, and we were just as responsible for not involving the other people, basically. But they also didn't try. But it's also like they hate us, and we're nerds. Nobody likes us, and we're not going to interact with these people we were stuck with. And I'm just going to do this with my friend. It's a mess of just toxic things and also mistakes and young people dumb shit.
Did you get the miracle car?
It's all of my most embarrassing memories packed together. But I was mad about the grade because we volunteered to go first under the impression that the people who go first were going to get this like inflated grade because they're going first and they were an example. So we thought it was going to be a guaranteed A. And I was also mad that the people that didn't do anything got almost the entire score anyway. So I sent an email to my teacher.
Oh, you narked.
I sent it throwing the other people under the bus and wrote like a whole essay. It had a title. It was pretentious and everything. I titled it Unlucky Number 7 because there was only a 7% grade difference between us and the people that didn't do anything. Like, this is one of my greatest shames of my entire life. But it gets worse. It gets worse. The story gets worse.
Bro. It can't.
You can. Because I emailed it to my teacher, I thought. But what actually happened is what I actually sent it to was the mailing list of the class. So I sent it to every single one of my classmates and my teacher.
I would have transferred out immediately.
They didn't hate you because you were a nerd. They hated you because you're an asshole.
Yeah, this is the truth about literally every nerd. Like after living in Marty's house with a bunch of other WoW nerds and stuff that also had internalized ideas of people not liking them and stuff like that, and having to deal with their bullshit, I'm extremely aware of how most nerds just make themselves that way. Like, they're just insufferable, awful people that have no sense of self about like how shitty they are, and that's why no one likes them. It's not for all the reasons they think. It's literally
the 30 Rock meme.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's the fucking monologue that the girlfriend does to Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network. Like it's just true.
Meanwhile, I
can laugh about it now because I'm literally twice as old.
I'm dying.
But how's your telescope? I don't know. How's your mom's pill addiction?
It's like it's just my greatest shame, and I'm so glad I never have to see any of these people ever again.
Yeah.
That is legendary.
It was so awful. It's just.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We all have like cringe in our past. Like,
oh yeah.
Ow!
Stop! Ow!
But also, I can never see you again.
That is fucking amazing.
It does like inflame my social anxiety to a degree that is truly unfathomable.
No, you're like, how do I scrub myself from all of our art together? How do I just go through and wipe myself from your memory for having ever done this?
I don't know if it's that. I mean, like I have a cringe like that in high school too. Like, I went to dinner with a friend of mine recently who knew me from high school. And she was like, I found a funny email from you, like, in my email inbox from, like, 18 years ago. Do you want to see it? And I was like, sure. And I read it, and I was like, this can never see the light again. This truly is miserable. Granted, I was, like, fully justified in it, but it was, like, an email that was, like, detailing, like, weird cosplay drama. But I was just very extra in it. I titled it, like, fuck you, I'm mad, or something. And I forwarded it to my friend so that she could see it. Because, like, basically the story goes like at one point I was part of a cosplay group. We made costumes for an event, but the leader of our group, who like admittedly did like a bunch of work all the time, she was like this really pretentious like fashion student who like really believed that like she was like, one day I'm gonna sell my cosplay on like the runway and like blah 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 blah, like stuff like that. She then eventually moved to Russia, which was really weird, and I think she still lives there. She's like really weirdly religious and right wing, but anyway, and I think she still lives there. She's like basically like fucked up our costumes really bad. Even though like we offered to help and like we paid to, you know, like basically help organize all this stuff. We all worked together on everything. It wasn't like all just her making costumes for a group, but she was like really controlling over it, and so she fucked up these costumes. And then when we like didn't win an award at like the cosplay contest or whatever, she was like, well, actually, like every other member of my group was like completely thankless and did nothing and blah blah blah, and she basically threw us under the bus. And I just emailed the rest of the group and I was like, fuck you, fuck you and die, I hate you. And it was like really extra and over the top, and like lots of like intermittent caps so they knew that I was outraged, like dumb stupid stuff like that. And my friend showed me this and she was like, this is so funny. Remember being a teenager? Cosplay was so cringe. And I was like, haha, yes, delete that. It's just like, that cannot live. I am sorry. It must be destroyed. And that's that. I mean, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
My yearbook quote is like a weird inside joke that reads as very not funny now. It's not. It was very funny at the moment, but reading it now, it seems very like sincere, like a weird thing that a teenager would say, and I cringe every single time I read it. So yeah, teenagers are weird. They do weird stuff.
Anybody want to open my stream?
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, Andrew died on my screen, but not. But that's noteworthy because I'm not dying.
Oh, you're not dying. Okay.
Yeah, I fell right next to where Andrew fell, except I'm still here.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
That's a problem for you.
Yep. Oh, it's fading to weird colors now.
We finished it.
I missed you doing the boss fight and everything because I went to that one ledge where you can jump towards a tree branch thing, and I slid off it into the pit, but then I just lived.
Nice.
So for a lot of the,
I didn't go this way yet.
I'm just stuck under the everything. The screen transitions every now and then. Every now and then my stamina continually goes down, like I'm falling just enough to do the stamina damage you take from falling, maybe. And periodically I'll take like a little bit of health damage. Oh, there's illusory dead on my screen.
Yeah, I
Let's
just
look. Where is Keith? I need to make sure that I see this. I can get it for everyone. Can I see you from where I am? Where are you?
I'm next to Illusory's corpse.
Oh, I see. Spicy Marrow is dead down there. I commemorate this place as Keith's Pit. Welcome to Keith's Pit.
My health
This is
refuses
Keith's
to
Pit.
go down. I'm just here forever.
So next time you see this place,
out? No.
someone edit this so it's on the wiki as like the asshole
my health
that
is going
fires
away.
stuff at you until Keith's Pit.
So my health is going down.
I'm trying to think of like cringe, embarrassing high school stuff. I'm just digging deep into the
Sorry,
recesses of
And
my
just
memory.
coming up completely
Guess I'm just
blank
built
'cause you were
different.
such a Chad.
Never made a
No, no,
mistake
no, no.
before.
That's my problem. Yeah.
I don't. No one complained. Like, and we
You can't
didn't get in trouble.
tell me that, Skeleton Key.
I'm looking
I
back
know your
at like
secrets.
something that like probably pissed people off, but like I never heard anything about it and I didn't get in trouble. But like at a talent show thing, like some of my friends and I just like. And granted, this wasn't that long after 9/11, but
Oh no.
we decided to,
What a way to start a story.
Oh,
This
boy.
wasn't long after 9/11, but
so
What do you mean?
You know,
by
Where
that?
were you on September 11th, 2001, Illusory?
we're about to find out.
yeah, I was in 10th grade. Only like a couple years after that, I was still in high school because yeah, it was probably literally probably only like a year after 9/11. But there was like a talent show, so we decided to submit. They're like, oh yeah, we have a ska band. We're gonna play.
Hell
We didn't
yeah.
have we didn't have a ska band, but we
Aw.
were called Oskama Bin Skankin. That was just like, and we did like a ska cover of like the Mario theme or something. It was just like so fucking dumb, and I'm just like I'm just trying to think of like the dumbest thing I did in high school. I'm like, yeah, that probably
That's so
qualifies.
good.
That was like edgy in like a weirdly patriotic American way. Like that was just America in 2001.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's just like fuck. Like that's like I'm glad that's not like filmed and on YouTube. Like like.
You don't want to
No.
revive Osama bin Skankin for
I mean-
the internet age?
Honestly, you can make a lot with that.
Jeff Dunham has still not retired the terrorist puppet that he debuted after that.
Fucking
Jesus.
Ahmed.
It's still there. I saw billboards of him when we were in LVFC. He's still around. Also, I need to be banished or something. I literally can't do anything. I'm just in this pit forever.
Good for you.
Banish
That's
us.
aspirational.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I guess the Astral is there. I was waiting for you to try and warp.
Nah, I can't. Well, I think I'm falling in some way because I can't like. I can't do inventory interactions or anything. I couldn't.
Well,
disconnect.
you've been banished. So.
Yay!
My most cringe high school interaction was getting a new rule added to the school rulebook because of me.
Ooh.
I dig that.
The violence rule was keep all hands, feet, and all other objects to yourself. They didn't say anything about your ass.
What?
So I was being bullied, as happens
Coded
to me.
ass crimes.
So I bullied back and pushed the bully into the corner with my ass, and he did not like that.
That is
I got suspended and new rule added.
What was the name of that butt fighting anime? Keijo?
Yeah, Keijo.
Yeah,
we did a Keijo.
Well, you did a Keijo. He was an unarmed victim.
I won at Keijo.
The bully had it coming.
Hey, my souls are on the surface.
I'm glad that I didn't meet any of you all in high school.
We would not have gotten along, probably.
You don't want the toxic yaoi polycule.
That's okay.
Can we do anything with that astral, or are we leaving?
No, you get to that astral from a different location.
From a different location.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm trying to eat hamburger very quickly.
Must be tough to have cringe.
To live
This is
with
much
cringe,
shorter.
to die by the
It's
cringe.
not even really a story, but just when Keith was mentioning, and then the story went in I was going to mention it then, but the story kept going in much crazier directions than I could possibly imagine. But when Keith mentioned having to bring his computer, it just made me think of like, what were those tests even called? It wasn't the SATs. It was some other.
The ACT?
Yeah. It was one of those. It probably was the ACT. It was like you could only bring like certain materials with you. You know, you could bring like a calculator and a pencil or like whatever. Like so, one of the nerds in the class, and it was very cool and very based. Like stretch the you can bring a calculator rule by he like took apart a calculator and like built it into some like huge ass fucking box that was like the most insane contraption I'd ever seen. It had like a fan built into it. It was just fucking absurd.
And so he built a device to try to get around because it's like it's not just a calculator, it's a desk fan too. Like it just happens to do math.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, he went out of his way to make his calculator as large as possible, basically. So the teacher just was like, "What the fuck?" when he like brought it. It like covered his like whole desk, basically.
That's very unique.
Very extra. I'm here for it.
I feel like, yeah. I would
like to clarify that the previous story was satire.
None of these events happened. Names are only in reference to people that aren't real.
I'm not real, specifically.
That does help avoid the cringe. Claims.
Yeah, I'm not responsible for anything I ever do because I'm actually a fictional construct.
I wish I could do that. Save me a lot of trouble.
Imaginary characters have to pay taxes because they can make the switch.
All right.
Can I change into my persona so that I'm tax exempt?
I'm taxes.
You need to pray to it first.
Are celebrants. These are really fucking important. These are really important. I've talked about them 100 times. They're crazy old lady cannibals that skin people for their runes. And if you look at them, I made this discovery. I've never seen anyone talk about this before. This is so fucking interesting. One side of their hair is cut. The other side is braided, and they have a long braid on the back of their head, which is literally a fusion of Marika and Radigan's haircuts. It's very weird and very unique. And this is the same group of people who ostensibly have a lineage from the shaman in the DLC. But also they're super crazy.
Are they just violent shippers?
They're just
like,
laughing and dancing. I don't.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Yeah.
They're definitely just chilling and nothing else.
Yeah, they never did anything to me.
So if we come up here, we come to
Why,
Dominulia,
were you weird?
Wind Village, and Windmill Village. And this is like a nice little spot.
They even let Millicent hang out.
Very quaint.
They're so chill.
They're just
Love
hanging.
their little dance.
Yeah.
They wear these cloaks that look really similar to the cloak that Godwin is wearing. It's blue with the same like Erd Tree highlights. It has like an older version of the Erd Tree symbol on it, I believe, and then they like little human figures dancing around it. I think these people are the remnants of the shamans. Like these are America's people basically. And if you get their weapons and stuff in the festive grease and all that stuff, it indicates that the shaman's religion, or not the shaman's religion, but the celebrant's religion, is a remnant of a previous religion that is tolerated by the Erd Tree. And the reason for that is obviously because it is America's religion. It's all these flowers, all these maypoles. You can see they're celebrating America. These are America's crosses. This is all a big deal. This is all very important. And yeah, they're all women, which is like another interesting shaman connection. And they're just, this is like the one place in Elden Ring where there's like obvious surviving civilization. Like, have you ever thought about that? This is the only place that people live.
And it's like perfectly normal.
It's perfectly normal, and they're not all attacking you. Oh, no. So they all aggro the second that the dog aggroes on you. Because then they all mark you as an enemy.
You think that's on purpose?
But I don't know. They are linked to the dog. But I mean, like in the AI, they're all linked to the dog.
Not like a blood oath.
Ah! My camera swapped and I flung myself off a ledge. That was crazy. Illusory, how many times have you died today in this session?
I think like 3, 4.
It's now saying that you've died 82 times, so I don't think the counter is right. And Ka was at 186 at one point, I think, at the start of the session, and now he's at 0.
Yeah, I don't know what the
I
number means.
undied.
Wow, he's killing it.
He's become that powerful of a sorcerer now.
Once you master Unbirth, you can master Undeath.
Well,
Wait. Won't you just not get born if you master?
Okay, really cool moment. Godskin Apostle shows up at the top of Dominula. Why is he here? What's his deal?
Yeah, what's his?
The first place I encountered the Godskins.
Yes. And the implication here is that the Godskins are targeting America's people, obviously, and or are being held up as a successor to America's original people, the shamans. Why would that be? Why is that a thing that would happen? And the answer is
Well, that's
because
a long body.
Melina is the gloam-eyed queen, and she is one of America's daughters, and is the one most closely connected to her original status as a shaman. In fact, she is the only one of the children who is capable of casting Minor Erd Tree, which you pick up in the Shaman Village. So there you go. That's why there's a Godskin here. The shamans in the Shaman Village, and the Godskins, and Melina, and the Celebrants are all directly related. There you go. That's my crazy lore theory. That was a Toaster original. It was brought to you by Toaster Williams. Follow me at Toasted Ringtail. Pay me at Toasted Ringtail on Patreon. You are welcome. I have solved Elden Ring for you. The playthrough is over.